To the Pine Tree Road, we go where the real ones go. No apology, that's the code. Proud roots heavy, let's show. Hey. From the steps where the paint done peeled. Same sky, same hunger, same steel. New York block or a red clay lane. I wear my dirt like a gold chain. Mama said stand where you came from, even when they try to make me tame, son. I got the block in my walk, no shame. Every scar on my name got fame. Look at me still standing tall. Every corner taught me how to ball. Different roots, but we cut from pride. Tell the whole room we don't hide. No apology, I'm proud. I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound. Same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud. We loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground. Stand your ground. From the projects where the summers hit hard to the back roads with the dogs in the yard, we were raised on grit and a little bit of fire, hand me down dreams and a love for the higher front porch talks, corner store plans, quick witch drawn back, callous hands. If you know that life, then you know this truth. We don't buy for the wrong, we salute. Look at me standing tall, every corner taught me how to ball. Different roots, but we cut from pride. Tell the whole room we don't hide. No apology, I'm proud. I'm proud. Same name, same sound. Same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud. We loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Yeah. Let them talk. We still here, hard-earned steps, no fear. City kid, country kin. All of us built from the skin we're in. Raise it up when your name get called. One love strong, we standing all. No apology, I'm proud. I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound. Same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud. We loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground. Stand your ground. From the block to the Pine Tree Road, we go where the real ones go. No apology, that's the code. Proud roots heavy, let's show.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. There you go. Boom. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. All right. All right. People. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host himself, L. Scott. You see the name? No, you don't. No, you don't. Not one person can see the name on the screen. I gotta get it up. Well, no, you can't. Nobody can see it. Well, I'm streaming live on multiple platforms, so please forgive me as I make sure everything is working correctly. I want to make sure all the sounds are going like they're supposed to. Boom. Go up. Nope. See, I missed something already. We got to make sure we take care of that. And bow right there. Make that happen. All right. So on the backup page, just get this, get a little homework out the way real quick. Family, I have a backup page called L.Scott on TikTok. Please, if you would like, go over to LEL.DOT and Scott, SCOTT. And follow that backup page, because I got a funny feeling that's where we're going to end up at before long, because of all the strikes that they give me. They be hating on you, boy. So go back and follow that page. If you are on L.Scott's page right now, please go over to the page of, what's the name of the page? Scott Free Morning Show, and follow that page if you will. I appreciate you if you do that for me. But what we're going to do, we're going to dive into this little conversation we got today. You see the title, that's all I want to say. Definitely hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button. Hit the follow button if you definitely haven't hit that. And come on in. Let me put this in here. I just saw that. So anyway, so people, as you come in, you see the title on the screen. I'm basically want to have a conversation real fast about, I ain't gonna say real fast until I get tired talking, but I want to have a conversation about I've seen too many people crossing the picket line already. And I got this one lady in particular I really want to highlight. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got it up here because I'm talking, yes. I want to make sure I have her up here because I want to highlight something she is saying and doing. And please, I want to make sure that you are not this person. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, people, but if you've been here before, you know how we do it. We dive into other subjects, conversations that I can find that's in my timeline. I just cover those things until we get enough people in here, and then we have the main topic. So yesterday was a really good show. So that means today is probably going to be very trash, and they're not going to send a notification out to anybody. So if you are watching this, definitely please and thank you. Go ahead and hit that follow up. Send that notification out for other people to share. That's the word I'm looking for. Share this thing so we can keep going. All right, people. Now let's go and get into it. First things first up on my screen. What do I got up here? First things first. Okay, so I always like to TikTok. And on the L.Scott backup page, I do not know which one of those videos is linked to my voice correctly. That's why both of them up there. Don't think I'm conceited and I just want to see myself twice. I don't. That's not what it is. One of these I may have to use in the playback. I just don't know which one is synced, so we'll figure it out. But first things first on the list, like I said, YouTube can see what I put on the screen. TikTok, if I feel like it or if I can sneak it on there, I will. Most of the time I don't because they block the live. All right, so let me go ahead and get it on the screen for what you guys need to see on the YouTube. There you go. All right, YouTube, you see the screen. First things up will be Atlantic Records, a well-known record label. Who was on Atlantic? I know Atlantic was popular back in the day, so I know a lot of black artists was on it. But Atlanta has made a partnership with Zeus Music. Why is this in my timeline and why am I discussing it? I'm discussing it because I want people to understand anything that's attached to Zeus will be trash. Anything attached to Zeus will be to denigrate the culture. Anything that comes on Zeus will not be a positive. It is not only because them little hat people run it. Yes, you think a black man does, but look up that man's background. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going into it today. But once you understand the background of this company and what they did to get put on and actually who is funding them now, you will already know what you're looking at. And I do not support anything that this network do. I will not put this on my phone. I will not put this on my TV. And you should not either. This thing here is to denigrate your culture. Black folks, think about what you have seen on that network. Has anything been positive? Nope, nothing. It ain't gonna never be nothing positive on it because that ain't what they like to do. They don't like to give you positivity over there. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to make sure I snuck that in there because I did a cover on him one episode, the plumber dude who run that thing, and he's not so nice. Second up, look, I'm not gonna dive into this, but I want Miss Crockett to let her. I'm gonna let her tell you what she thinks of what went on with Carmelo. Somebody's question.
Carmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years. I want to get your reaction to the trial and the verdict.
My heart breaks for so many reasons. And so I was just speaking to a student that is shadowing me who wants to be a public defender. And so it takes me back to what actually made me decide to get into this legislative work in the first place, because I know that our systems are broken. And what we saw with that verdict is the evidence of a broken system. Now listen.
Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Let me be honest with you. She started out the gate. When I first heard her start talking right in here, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna light this chick up tomorrow. But then, she smoothed it out. Let her keep going. I'm not gonna be home.
From everything that I understand, which I wasn't at the trial because obviously I got a day job, but it's my...
I don't know why you had felt the need to throw that out there. Like you didn't know what was going on. That's my big issue. Let me let her go.
My understanding that Carmelo ended up stabbing, puncturing. I don't know what this tool was that they talk about.
See, there you go. Now, at this point, you would think, she really ain't kept up with the ins and outs and particulars of this case, right? You would think that, right?
Knife, or some refer to it as a tool. He ended up hitting Austin one time, and it was about where he hit him. One time, 2 inches. This wasn't someone who said,
sounds like she loaded a little bit more than she was leading on at the beginning, don't it?
Hey, let me stab you 5, 6, 7 times. And so when you're looking at the punishment range, there's a reason in Texas.
If it was really something like that, it would have been something like that. This is not a poke and go. You don't poke and go and then call somebody and say, oh, God. Because mind you, you got people out here, some of these raggedy motherfuckers out here talking about he had intent that day to go out there. I was like, what? What is wrong with you? Especially a black person. Look, is Nola Boot or something like that. I don't know your name, but I think that's how you say it. Nolo Boot or something. Nolo Boot was in the comments. Something I posted about this case. Hold on one second. And I actually screenshotted Nola Boot if you in here. I sent you a notification for you to come in because I don't talk about you. I want to talk with you. I want to tell you something in person because I wrote back, but I want to say what you said. I want to say it verbally to you. Nobu basically said to a video I was talking about, I said, let me tell the truth about Camilla. And I'm just basically saying the same thing we all know to be true. This young man's been railroaded. This young man is basically being charged and treated in a manner that it would not be treated if he didn't look like he looked. And that is God honest truth. And no one can sit there and argue with that because we have too many case studies to prove this. So Nola Boop, though, he made a comment. He says, until we are just as outraged about black on black crime, people will always see it as being selective outrage. Two things I want to say to that one sentence. One, I really don't give a fuck what those people say. Excuse my language. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. I'm so sorry. I forgot where I was at just that fast. Let me say this real fast. I don't care what other people think because I know those people that are saying these things about how violent and messed up and how he didn't get enough and the whole nine are the same people who stuck up for Daniel Penny. That Daniel Penny is a hero to them. And I know this to be true and you know this to be true. So if this is to be true, these people are being selective about it. We're actually not the ones being selective. They say we don't get outraged about black on black crime. You want to know why? Because we go visit the black on black crime person because he's in jail. Mamas and cousin and grandmama goes and visit her sons, her daughters that's in jail. You want to know why? Because you get punished for stuff that you do and you get punished for stuff you don't do. So the reason why I don't like the argument that black on black crime, people don't respect it because we don't get outraged about black on black crime. Excuse me. Is there not white teeth on white teeth crime? But do they not only get upset when a black person, like right now, it's happened to done something to them? It's the exact same thing. But for some reason, we are held to a higher standard than these people are, even though we all know we're subjugated by them. See, for me, I'm not going to sit back and live in the pretend world with you as you keep telling me we live in the real world. You ever notice in this world now, what they want black people to do is act like I'll hear Jasmine. Jasmine probably gonna clean it up well. She gonna talk good diction. She gonna tell you everything you need to hear the way you need to hear. I ain't gonna talk like that. I'm gonna say, if that was the roles were reversed, I know you know and everybody and their mama know that exactly we would have never heard of this case because it ain't going to trial. Ain't nobody indicting nobody. Ain't nobody going to actually arrest anybody. None of this is going to happen. You want to know why? We have case study after case study after case study that tells us the truth. What happened to the young man who was walking through his own neighborhood and they ran up on him? I forgot the man. There's been so many. But like with him, remember, they let them go home. Oh, let's go in and see what's going on. Oh, nothing's really seems amiss. Let's let them go home. Somebody had to leak the information for it to actually go to trial and get him convicted. I think it was Daniel Aubrey? I can't think of the name. But what I'm saying is to people is this. We all know this to be true, and I'm not going to sit here and live in that world with you. You're not going to make me sit here and pretend like I'm supposed to know better, knowing good and goddamn well you ain't got to know better. No. If you want me to live in a world with you, you're not going to. This is what they're trying. This is basically how I interpret when a person. I heard the guy online today talk about that. Carmelo knew better because he knows how the world works. He know he can't do it. And my thing is like this. Get it, understand it. But if I go ahead and act like you, it's going to be an overt, open standard that yes, as me as a white person, I can get more than you. We've all admitted it now. And I'm refusing to sit back and allow you to get things to be biased against me openly. No. At least if you're going to do, you're going to have to fake it. You have to pretend something. But you're not going to sit there in my face and tell me, yeah, you just ain't going to get as much as me. But be happy. No, it don't work like that. And y'all acting like the people who support this, the people who say, oh, he shouldn't, the level of what he did doesn't meet where he's supposed to go. You are now being, I don't care about none of that. I care about this. I care about how is it a week before a man can run down a child, didn't care if he stole it or didn't stole it. Great thing he didn't because it looks even worse. But the fact that he's allowed to run him down and pew him in the back, and a jury of his peers sees that as self-defense, you're not going to come look me in my face. That's one. You're not going to tell me Daniel Pena can sneak up behind Jordan Neely without him even knowing he there and choke him so long that he pews. And then he's a hero. But again, this young man has to, out of all these situations that I just talked about, everyone who was wrong in this situation was an adult, and the child is getting the most punishment. All the adults who knew better, all at home chilling right now, and the child, the one who was the most, his mind hasn't developed the most, his fear level hasn't developed the most, he's getting held higher standard than the rest of them. So when I say this, you can miss me with, oh my God, he's a M-word. He should get, no, if he should get that, child needs to go under the jail. So no, I don't care if another group of people says, well, we're not going to respect you until you do. Then if we're going to go off of other groups don't respect black people because there's black on black crime. When common sense again tells us crime happens by proximity, so it means white tea people commit more against white tea people, more East Indians do it against more East Indians. This is the thing. You have allowed them to project and single your stuff out and leaving theirs swept under the rug. I don't do that. What you're going to tell me is this. These people get to do mass punings, churches, schools, daycares, Vegas, wherever they want to go, they can do this. I have a matter of fact, you want to tell me that we don't supposed to get no respect because we don't talk enough about the black people who harm other black people and get punished for it. We don't get outraged about it, which I don't know what I'm supposed to get outraged about. There's a thing called punishment. That's what he's suffering, is it not? So mine is this. Explain this to me. If that's the case, then how do we have this? Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can, please let me find this quickly. Hold on. It's got to be in here somewhere. Let me see if it's
My mama would leave.
Hold on.
If you're black. 402.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm putting up.
I got to find it. God, I got this.
So I didn't.
And a small group of people made a whole lot.
No. Crockett, you might have seen that.
God darn it. It was a video, and all it was nothing but a video after video after video of what them folks do. Matter of fact, I think I do got it. It's gonna slow down the show. I'm not gonna pull it up, but I'll just put it like this. These people are constantly doing things, but they are to be respected at all times. Another reason why you can't come talk to me about this as being fair and everything else is he just got what he's there. You can't be friends with people. Your lawyer cannot not do his job. That is Emmett Till in modern times. I don't care that you don't like why he did it or what it was not too far. You people are selective. The same people who says his 2-inch blade was too much. Even though I've heard the kids using these on their cleats before. That's why a lot of times they have it, even though it's not illegal. It's the same people who walk around with AR-15s in the middle of the street for no apparent reason because it's their God-given American right. And no one in their mama says, is that a bit excessive? You can't talk to me about Carmela being an issue at the same time these same people making justifications for Chud the Builder, who's walking around trying to entice people, who's walking around with a gun as he's enticing people. So you're not mad about that. This boy is I'm just the worst in the world for my ways of thinking. But Chud's okay. Chud's just exercising his American right. So it's not mellow. Doesn't matter, he's black, he doesn't supposed to. That's just go and say the truth. He's a Negro and we don't think he's supposed to be able to do what we want. This is what I don't like. I don't like that we don't do no checks and balances on people for doing this to our children. That boy does not belong in jail. If Child was on the street, he doesn't belong in jail. If Daniel Penny is on the street, he doesn't belong in jail. If George Effin Zimmerman is on the street, he does not belong in jail. And each one of those people who will tell you that you are wrong for feeling the way that I feel, when you ask them about those different people in a different context, because these people are nothing but liars, they will move the goalposts just to be right today. But if you ask them a week from now, if you ask them 3 weeks ago, if you ask them any of those situations, they're going to make all justification. Want to know why? It's wired in. It's built in. They keep trying to make it sound like you don't understand. That's every facet of life. They tell you you don't understand. If you just listen to me, didn't listening to you make me subjugated down here at the bottom? So why would I listen to you now? Because everything that you telling me don't sound right, don't feel right, don't make me feel good inside. So I'm thinking my nature's selling to me. I think I feel right about this way, not what you talking. But for some reason, we sit back and let these people tell us what we should and shouldn't think. I don't. Not gonna do it. But anyways, I digress. Hit the like button, people. Share it. Come on in here. Come on in. Bring my people into the room. Let me bring the chat room around too. Let me bring the chat room. If you're on the L. Dot, come on, people. Hit the like button over. Come on, you guys are hard case over here on L. Dot Scott page. I don't get to move y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming on in. Let me bring this chat around real quick. Anyway, but like you say, it was a reason again why the main topic is here today. Because some of these Negroes just won't get it for nothing. They will not understand the importance of it. And I'm so frustrated with some of them. And I'm gonna talk about women, one more story, and then we get into the main topic. Where do we want to go? So let me go. Where do I want to? Let me start in my timeline here. Let me get some. I say all the time on here. Hold on, somebody got a comment. Wait a minute. Funny says, so you don't try to tell us how we should act and feeling. You said, so what's it? So you all don't try to tell us. Who tell who what? What do you mean tell y'all try to act and feel? I can talk. You don't gotta listen. If you're saying to me that black folks try to tell other people how to act and feel, let me tell you something, baby. We don't control nothing. But I do got an opinion. The only thing we control is our opinion. You don't like it, tough titty. I don't know what to tell you, but it's still my opinion. Same way you have one. See, what your problem with people like y'all are this. I say this all the time for non-black people. This is what I say. I'm here in my space. I expect like-minded people who think the way that I think to come in. You want to know why? 'Cause that makes common sense to me. What don't make sense is for me to fall into a room, go into anyone's spaces where I don't agree with none of the people. All I'm going to do is be agitated the entire time in there. Why am I there? Why do I feel the need to do it? Sounds entitled to me. So for me, I just stay over in my business. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm talking to my own folks. Best believe the same way when y'all in y'all house and y'all telling us how Negroes are this, that, and the third, and then you go off and you act like you love them in public. Black folks doing the same thing to y'all. But again, your entitlement makes you, how dare you think that of me? Because I can. I think I need these people to understand. People always say we ain't our ancestors in that way. I'm just at this point. You cannot take everything. Everything. Just every day we look up another thing they taking, another thing they taking, another thing they taking. Every day you look up, they taking something else from you. And they telling this for your better good. Some of the classic example, I just saw this, classic example. This is, now we got black folks out here struggling like crazy, and you got lawmakers doing this.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
So when did a U-turn sign, no U-turns here sign, be about the alphabet community? You want to know what all makers are doing this for? They stupid. And I'm not listening to them. I'm not paying attention to people who ain't talking to my community about nothing of relevancy. Why am I talking? I don't want to hear it. See, this is what I think black folks, this is what all people who don't agree with what I have to say, or even like I said, I don't have a problem with you. Look, let me say this again. I'm not here for you to agree or disagree with me. My thing is just like this. When I scroll through a YouTube, I scroll through an Instagram, I scroll through something, I'm looking for stuff that interests me, not stuff that's going to agitate my spirit. But people will come into your space and have the need. I understand your genetic makeup, ma'am, sir, non-black person. It's ingrained into your culture. You have to be in the middle. You have to get in the mix. Actually, it is kind of programmed into you. You guys have a thing set into you. If it's too many black people set together at one time, we have to disrupt it. Something's going on. And you have an entitlement that you feel you have to lead everything. Yeah, they can't help themselves. It really is, you can't. But for me, I just say for me, when I control the space, I don't really care what you think. I don't. Like a lady today in my comment section, like I talk again about Mello on YouTube. This lady, oh my God, no one cares what you have to say. And then she gave me a dissertation of why I was wrong. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, who listens to a 2-minute clip and write a whole dissertation about how I am so wrong about my opinions about my own person and my own group, and you outside of it? and you really, I just said to me, oh, sorry, I triggered you, ma'am. But that's it, I just triggered you. But your opinions hold no weight over here. See, this is what it is. Black folks, yeah, we've made these people too comfortable. I'm gonna tell you, let's go and get into it. Fuck, let's get into the main part of the show. This is the part where I say we get too comfortable. This young lady is the whole purpose of this whole show. This young lady basically is letting us know why she can't boycott no more. Now, mind you, I could have sworn, and mind you, I'm not even huge on boycotting. I just want to shut it down. They've been disrespectful, they have been entitled, and they have disrupted our community. I just say shut it down. It ain't no boycott. Boycott means it has an end date. I say shut it out. But this is lady right here. It ain't even been a good week. Listen to this lady.
So I tried to boycott Asian businesses, but I couldn't. I went and got my nails done by them yesterday. Because number one, we're not set up for this.
Because first of all, she gets into it. So we all know, your nails are vital, essential to your success in life. Matter of fact, guys, I got to show it to you. I don't think I'm being able to show you guys on L.dot, but let me see if I can show you guys on the page what she look like. And I'm gonna tell you now, she worried about her nails, but she ain't worried about how she look. This is how she look, y'all. Now, there's no disparagement. I'm just saying. So you couldn't go a week without your nails, but that was your first priority. I just wanted to throw it on the screen. I just wanted to put that on jump screen. But anyway, so it's forever. We together. We understand the same thing. We on the same page. It's forever. So this young lady now, let her continue, but she couldn't go 1 week without her nails.
Yes. Black businesses aren't set up for this. Number two, salon suites are everywhere. You got to book out, and it was 2 weeks for her to see me and everything like that.
Excuses.
Which is good for her because it's good for business. But I needed my nails done yesterday. Number two, everybody's.
So she couldn't go get some Lee press-on nails for one time and then wait 2 weeks just because there's a bigger thing at play. Cause like classic example, God forbid some people's children are in prison and other children are pumed in the ground now. But you couldn't do that for 1 week. It was just not set up for this.
It's going to continue to have salon suites because they don't get along with each other. You don't never see a healthy work environment with 4 or 5 stylists in one salon and they all get along. That's why everybody went to.
So now we on to who gets along, who don't get along. That's where we at now. So again, we've lost one child, another child to the system, and we lost another one to the ground. And we're not set up for it, even though you can learn to do it yourself. Let me say this to her before she keeps going. I think people don't understand like the Montgomery bus boycott. What they don't understand is this. This was not a week. This was not a month. This shit went on for over a year. Yo, grandpapa's grandpapa, old black folks walked, carpooled, hitched a ride, got on the back of wagons, whatever it took. They just didn't get their ass on no bus. You, ma'am, they did that just because they didn't want to sit in the back. Your ass has lost 2 children. We as a community has lost 2 children to these messed up people back to back is what we have done. And she's talking about that. I'm telling you, I have this thing now about the culture. I love my people. I ride with my people. I am a black family advocate. But what I am not going to do is once you become an enemy to a culture, discard of them nickels. Because this is ridiculous. That is crazy. And like I said, I don't want to come heavy, but mine is like this. Let me keep going. Y'all ain't mad enough. Y'all ain't heard her yet.
Salon suites. And if you think about it, people who do nails and hair, they don't even like their customers.
How many videos, somebody just took the words out of my mouth. How many videos we've seen of these people and they're talking trash about these women in these places, but they talking in Korean or whatever they talk. You know it, Mandarin, whatever it is. I don't want to be xenophobic as they say.
They act like they don't even like us. All these rules and regulations you got to follow before getting there. Have your hair washed, have it blow dried. She's not working over somebody else's work. When it comes to the nails, I'm not soaking off somebody else's nails. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. They don't like customers. They don't like each other.
No, you don't like yourself. What you just did is she just did. You know exactly what she did? Think about this, ladies, fellas. Like you with someone, right? You love that person. You're in love. I ain't talking about the screwed up one. You're in love right now. When you in love with your spouse or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it is, does that mean that they don't do shit to get on your nerves? That they don't do things that just utterly irks the mother out of you? Yes. But what you don't do is you don't make justifications. You make those justifications about that person. See, when you ready to break up, oh, he did this and she's did this and that's, oh, and another thing I don't like about this. You're making justifications. Why? Because you're ready to go. Same thing she is. She ready to go. So since she's ready to go, she's making all these justifications of the worst experiences you could possibly have when it comes to black folks. 9 times out of 10, she hasn't ran into half of the stuff that she's saying. She's just heard other people have been through it. Just keep going, man. Just keep digging your hole.
It's rare that a salon or a nail place full of black women works in a healthy environment. They're not going to do that. So we're not set up for this boycott. We need them. Honest.
Ma'am, anytime you make a statement, we need them. Do you know that's why they had that air in their chest when they talking to you? Let me let her finish, because this regular.
We need them. Like, what are we gonna do? Book 2 weeks out in advance? There's no convenience when it comes to the nail techs in my area. So I don't know, y'all. Good luck. I gotta go to the Asians. And what about I gotta take my braids out soon. Where am I gonna get the hair? From you that got it from the Asians? What are we doing? We need a real plan, one that's gonna work.
Well, first of all, sister, I don't think we should be sitting here talking about we need somebody.
There you go. So there you have it, people. This young lady here set up for what? A minute and a half, and made 18,000 justification for her up behavior. I know there's black suppliers. She knows there's black suppliers. She knows that there's black salons. She knows that there's black nail shops. She knows that everybody don't make you wait 2 weeks. Now, I live in Atlanta. I too complain about the fact of you cannot go to look up a restaurant. Hey, nice restaurant. Oh, let me go down and get something to eat. They said, nope, you got to get you got to be on an appointment. You got to have a reservation. Got to have one. The city's reservation themselves out of business. That ain't none of my business, but mine is still like this. But guess what I end up doing? Eating somewhere. Even though a bunch of people out here doing that, I still eat somewhere and I've been satisfied a lot of times when I do eat somewhere. What it is that, you know what it is, people, I'm only saying this and y'all know this to be true, but I want to put a bat on your back to let you know this. Don't pay attention to people like this. We need to shame her. I don't mean that for real, but you get what I'm saying. People like this bother my spirit because what happens is that then she's the same woman who's going to be trying to shame. She'll come in my life, try to shame me on why I'm not just voting blindly with no tangibles or anything. And she gonna say, because nothing's gonna get better. This is why nothing gets better. It isn't the voting. This is why. I like the videos where I've been seeing, let me see if I can find one, because I saw one recently. Hold on, let me see if I got one in my list. Why does mouse act stupid today? It's got one in my list where this lady was in front of some Asian business. She was going door to door and they were emptied in a mug. And I was like, yes. And I don't think I got that either. Good God. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I got that either. I don't know why I did with all the videos I said I was gonna run today. Hold on, let me make sure I ain't got it. Boom, boom. Nope, I don't got that. But yeah, so no, this lady was out there, all them black spots. What it is, they need to fill it. And the only reason why I'm gonna tell you the truth, it's not even so much, see, they're taking it as the fact of we just mad. No. What it is this. If you're going to tell us voting gets us nothing, if you're going to tell us that trying to build it for yourself, you're just gonna poison it, run it down, blow it up, bomb it, whatever you're gonna do to it, you're gonna keep doing that. You're leaving people with like one or two options. One, we can get violent with you, which in turn, nobody wants to see their family get hurt. They only see black folks are like this. Black people will fight you to tooth and nail once you push them. You push them in the corner, ain't nothing else they can do. They're gonna come out fighting, and you ain't gonna like what you see when they come out. Cause I can tell you one or two desperate. I tell you like this now. Give me three MMA black guys, like 4 or 5 boxers and 2 studs. I promise you, you can give me like 100 white teammates. Ain't nobody stopping it. Hand to hand, them right there, they knocking everybody. Ain't no way they're gonna lose that. And the reason why I say this is because you're superior when it comes to that, and don't nobody want that. So what we do is we use our economic power. And see, what happens is with people like her, it's just that she said her nails. You lost everyone when you said you had to quit and go. You a scab. You crossed the line. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said this third part. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You crossed the line over your nails. So that's my problem. See, we can halfway at least go for it if it's something tangible, something you may need. But your nail, halfway, bitch, if it was your hair, we kind of halfway would understand. Even though at this point, I'm sorry, we got to get away from these people, hair companies too. Everything is poisonous. You know what I'm saying? Everything's poisonous. And what I mean is that how many videos, how many stuff you seeing when they're telling you this? And I meant to do a whole video on this before too, ladies, for y'all especially, because y'all the ones doing it. Imagine this. Your makeup is full of chemicals. Your skincare products you put on to get yourself clean from all the makeup is full of chemicals. The hair that you're getting from these people's places come with the most laced chemicals in the world. You want to know why them women having endometriosis? I can't never say the word, but you know what I'm saying. Why they having fibroid problems the whole night? It is this. And the reason why it's spiking so much for so many women right now, it is because women are wearing makeup and skincare and lotions and things and hair that they have never been wearing at this magnitude like they are now. Let's be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with the ladies. This whole boycott is basically predicated on you guys. This ain't even really about men. Only thing the men really doing for y'all a lot of time nail shop, man, if he just, hey, stop paying your lady. Hey, bitch, I'm not giving you no nail money because you keep going there and being lean. I'm not doing it. That's his supporting. But you gotta keep your ass out of there, right? Ain't many places black men go where there's a lot of business. Now, the food, yes, but come on now, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Black folks don't have to eat Chinese food. Don't have to eat. We don't the one we really eat like this Chinese food. We don't eat Japan. I said Japan food, Japanese food like that. We may eat Thai food. We don't eat it like that heavy. Now, what I ain't saying is this. What this boils down to, y'all giving billions of dollars to their makeup, billions of dollars to their hair. I'm telling you, I had a video up. What's that? I had a picture up yesterday. Hold on a second. I want to show y'all that. Matter of fact, I had a picture. I hope I didn't delete it. I got it right here. So 8 million on makeup, 10 billion on hair. I said million, 8 billion, 10 billion on hair, 5 billion on nails, 70 billion on clothes. Now that's males and females. Everybody buying that cheap shit. And 30 billion on food. So the last two, so 100 million out of it is black folks, black male and female. But y'all got another 20 million plus that you guys tacking on just with that makeup and stuff. And I'm telling you, to be honest, truth, it's time to get away from it. Can I say something to be true? They have y'all now. Makeup is fine. I think it does. It's an enhancement. It's supposed to be an enhancement, right? Not a complete change. And like what I see is now is that they have women now teeter-tottering like with trans people, but their makeup back in the day. Like I have family members who were like the original. I'm talking about when they used to call them transvestites. I got people from that era that I know, right? So I know how long they have been dressing with the dramatic versions of women. I've been seeing it for years. I'm telling you guys, to be honest with you, the male, and I know women, y'all hear us say this and y'all disregard it. So y'all gonna disregard when I say this too. The less is more when it comes to makeup. Men don't mind the makeup. I think it just, they don't want you to change your whole face. Cause see, then they don't know what they're getting. Mind you, man go get with a lady, he meet her, go out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. He like, oh, really? And then she slide that makeup on you. Like, oh shit, what is that? I'm playing, I'm joking. Let me move on and touch the subject. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. I got sidetracked with that damn self. I'm sorry. Hit the like button, man. Come on in there. What did you say in here? What did you say? This is deflection, blaming this women about. Well, you say about how I love women. I don't get what you're saying, darling. You got a lot of chopped up things. I don't get what you're saying. And two, happy to have what I'm saying. I'm joking too. If you're talking about what I'm talking about, women, you ain't gonna talk about me loving black folks. I know you ain't talking about me. Young lady was focusing on. Yeah, she was definitely focused on the wrong thing. Everything she focused on was wrong. Hold on, somebody down here said something. These Asians are too smart. You said this last time, brother. I think you gotta be a bot. You said the exact same thing last time. They don't never want black Americans. Look, let me just say y'all this. Let's say this here. Look. I heard this one time before. I heard this it was a East Indian or Arab guy, but he was like, look, we look at y'all as gold. Y'all leak ideas, y'all leak ingenuity, and we just monetize. See, this is what I want black people to understand. It's not your fault. There are black people just like me who wants to do everything at the highest clip. I would love a network so we can stop saying we don't have real content. See, my thing is that the reason why I don't love on all the mainstream people to do things in Hollywood is because I know all of them are bought and paid for. Even the ones who get more real good, like 50 right now killing it as a producer. He's gotten more content that black folks like to watch probably than anybody else, right? But even in that, he has some detrimental things in there that you can tell me 50 did not ask for this. I know they're telling him it has to be in there. I want a platform where if I want it, I want it. If I don't, I don't. I don't want someone making me do something. And see, I think we are the only collective group of people that other people, and you know who I'm talking about, watch us so hard to make sure we ain't never independent. When we are independent, here they come. If you refuse to give up your independence back to them, what happens? One or two things. One, all of a sudden, I am now Kanye West. Are y'all shocked that Kanye West is going through this? Listen.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I was given no direction. I was just
This is a model from 16 years ago talking about her being assaulted by Kanye.
told to sit in this chair.
A model has accused Kanye West of sexually assaulting her by choking her and forcing his fingers into her mouth on the set of a music video in 2010. Now, Kanye's lawyers don't...
I could play it. You asked me, tell me if you want to play it, but I'm just going to say this. For one, no. You can be mad at me. You can say I hate women. I don't do none of that. What you ain't going to do. You are not going to wait 16 years and now you can talk in pure detail on a blog and the whole, no. And it's not going to always be a black man with a large amount of money that always does it to you. This woman said him putting his finger on her mouth in a movie, on a video set was assaulting her in her mouth sexually. Excuse me, I love TikTok Shop. I'm just telling people, man, when y'all watch this stuff here, everything is a game. I say this to my people all the time. So if you're new here, listen up. I promise you this is what I mean. I mean this with my full chest. Stop in one breath, reading COINTELPRO, understanding that they like to pin us against each other, understanding they will do jackets on us, understanding they will lie on us, understanding all this stuff. And then when it happens, we make excuses for them. That's what happened with Carmelo's case. Carmelo's case, if you flip every role, every person in, I always say this, said it yesterday, wherever the black person is in the story, they're the guilty party. If we flip roles and the Carmelo was the one telling the boy he needs to get out of there and the boy poked him, they would have said he had to defend himself. The young man was putting his hands on him. You can't do that. He stood his ground. That's what they're going to say. That's what they always say. Flip the roles. If the boy was Carmelo was the one who told just two other white T guys could have been talking. They could have been two white T guys getting into it. Carmelo could have been the friend who told him he could come in and sit in the tent. Everybody would have made it about him. Why did you invite the boy from the other team in here on someone else's tent? You put these wheels into motion. There has to be some consequences for this. That's what the story is going to be. It is always the case wherever even better. I've seen it where no black person was in the situation at all, but somehow, some way, it was rap music that made people this way. So in turn, it was black men who made them do it. What people don't understand is this. They're lying to you. They're giving you an excuse. You are going to be the problem at all times, black man. And I'm going to use the idiocracy in your community, the dum-dums in your community who can only go surface level and go with that. Because people who are blaming Carmelo are only looking at his surface level. I understand, he poked them. What black folks are outraged for is the fact of a week before, a man was allowed to run a child down and shoot him. Sorry, I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. I do. You can't say that in one breath and then tell me this boy is so violent he needs 35 years in prison. Man, you people are crazy to me when y'all do that. Stop making it. Show me when you gonna see them folks standing up for black folks over their own kind. Dummy, that's what they do. Everybody rides with their team. Do you not think that they in their back rooms talking about how violent Jeffrey Dahmer was? Oh God, Jeffrey was horrible, oh my God, but we have to make him soften his stance because people think he's just, we don't want anyone thinking anybody in our culture is this way. Let's soften him for the culture. They'll do things like this. You people will be out here, we're gonna have to, like my saying, what's I saying? Nolo Boot says to me in my comment section, black folks won't take accountability for black on black crime. What accountability are we supposed to do? They're being punished. What do you want me to do? That is an excuse. That is just a talking point. That has no relevancy. That makes no point. That makes no sense. If everybody's community is in proximity, they have them more crime in that community. You can't say that. Black folks are at an all-time low for crime, Nola Boot. Did you know that? Crime, they say in the country is under 1%, they saying right now. You know why they keep doing dumb shit? They keep making laws like they got a new law that a woman can retroactively come back later if she feels like if her and the guy didn't talk about him and ejaculating to her, she can come back later and they can hit him with a felony charge, the whole nine. They can go through all of this stuff. And I say that's like subjective. And I'll be thinking to myself, yeah, we can have a conversation, but it's way too much other stuff going on for to be having that type of conversation about something right here. You know why they do this stuff? They're trying to find things to criminalize because people are not committing crimes. Yes, I know when you turn the news on, you see crime. You want to know why you didn't hear anything else about the black dude poking the girl on the train? Did seem kind of fishy? Because everybody in the thing didn't act right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know why they changed that? Because something big happened right around that. They moved on from it. They were going to make it a thing, but they decided to move in a different direction. That's how it goes. Remember, your president is talking about this. Why do your president care about one woman on one train when that's all we see is crime every day? No, that is to demonize your stupid... Man, I'm going to tell you people. I'm not going to sit here. You're not going to sit here and make it seem like black folks is just committing all these crimes. Everybody else just being model citizens. When all I see all the time is Jesus and everybody else running from the police. All the time in real life. You watch local news, you see what's going on. What'd you say here? I know, I'm preaching the wrong thing. What should I be preaching? You said, be real about it. How are you going to fix not being... What am I? What am I being fake about? User with all the digits that don't have a face. What am I preaching that's wrong? Before I block you, because I ain't preaching that is wrong. What it is that brother, you're saying things that I don't agree with. That's what that means. AKA, mine is just like this. Y'all gotta understand this stuff is always on purpose, always for a reason. What did you say that had? You say you done ban yourself and other Asians for ban. It's okay, ban us for life. Asians can't ban us for life. Somebody on YouTube talking about they're gonna ban us for life. You can't. You can't ban your... Look, this makes sense. Hey guys, nail salons. If the nail salons are full with black women, you can't then say, no, you mad with me? Well, I'm mad with you too. They don't patronize you, dum-dum. Excuse me, I love TikTok shot. That's bullying. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not a bully. Let me give you, okay, user that just put it in a face, or you put a face in so I can see it. Let me go give you about your FBI statistics. I'm gonna give you one even better. I'm gonna give you statistics to support you, user 669556678. I'm gonna give you a stat to support you. Roland Fryer, I think his name was, or Ronald Fryer, one of the two. Harvard professor, black man, did a study where he took 8 researchers and they combed all the information in the data centers and everything else. User 664498845, he did this twice. He said he did it with 8 people, came up with a conclusion. He didn't really like the answer. He didn't agree with this. He got 8 more people. 16 researchers they did it. Roland Fryer. Look him up, Harvard study. You know what he came up with, user 6614496? He came up with the stat that basically there was no data to support that there was any racial bias when it came to pugning more black men than white men. In actuality, it was a few tick more of them that they had pugn more than black men. There's no disparity. So that supports your theory, user 664496648. But you know what I did? User 6649448, something I know you would never do. You didn't even read the paper. I went and read the paper. As I read the paper, user, he proceeded to let me know that they pulled all their data, all of their data, not some, not a bit, not a quarter, not a half. They did the whole entire thing. They went to the very police stations that disenfranchise all these black people and ask them, hey, can you tell us how many black folks you done harmed that you've done this against your own people? Now, I need you to tell me how many cops out here just pew-pewing people they don't supposed to be doing. And I need you to tell me the truth, okay? And they gave them real information, users, so that supports you. Or it could be, like it always is, user 6644968, which you're probably one of them. You're a bunch of liars, like you always are. You lie, you embellish, you say whatever you want. You make up stats that we can't prove. Remember, people, when they do these studies, they say they do. You know why they never study you? You know why you're never asked? They'll go get 100 black men, and then they'll say, let's quiz this 100 black men, and wherever that stat falls, they'll say, you know, 1 out of 3 black men said such. No, nigga, 1 out of 3 of them 100 men said that. Don't talk to me. Your stats don't work here. I tell people all the time. User 6249, before I get you out of here, I want you to know this. If we was having a religious argument right now, say I'm the Quran and you the Bible. We're gonna have a debate on whose book is real and which one is a true book. I think the argument we're gonna have to use, I can't use the Quran and you can't use the Bible. You wanna know why? Because that we're both saying the other book ain't valid. So that kind of invalidates that. We gotta use other things. So I'm gonna need you to not give me an FBI stat when you told me the FBI gave me COINTELPRO. I'm gonna need you not to give me the CIA or any other alphabet group information about what they say about black folks when I know that they are enemy to my culture. You're gonna have to find something else that makes sense. Common sense would probably be the best thing, and common sense says all the white tea men get to go home, all the Negroes line up and go to jail. You wanna know why? Because that's what's in jail right now. Kiss my ass. I bid you adieu, user 6496448. Let's go. All right, he's out of there. For me, people, they control all information. I agree with you. They control all information. They tell you whatever they want to tell you. You're going to have to fall in line, believe whatever they want you to believe. And one thing I'm not going to do, and one thing you're not going to convince me to do is this. Every time I say this, I use an example of some of the stuff in my timeline. This couple, y'all hear about this couple? I never heard of them. But where they at? Because I know I used them. I know I put them. This couple right here.
402 to 900.
DJ ASAP and his wife. Excuse me. They got 40 years in jail for a PPP loan scheme. They were doing some fraud scheme they got. Now, see, me and if the user was still in here, I would tell him that. This is the difference between me and him. See me, these are two black people. Unfortunately, they got caught. I'm just like the white person. I don't want them to get caught. They got caught. I can't make no justifications. They got caught, right? Now, that's why I always say, when I throw rocks at the penitentiary, if I'm doing it, once I get caught, I was throwing rocks at it. They were too, so I don't feel bad for them, but I will say this. I do feel this. This is what black people saying. See, me, I can't make justifications for them like your ass would do. I'm just going to say this. I can't say this, though. How is it that Fortune 500 companies can send a letter in the mail, and you've all probably seen this before because Google has one right now, Facebook has one right now, and multiple companies have it right now, where they actually owe money for defrauding their customer base. You see it all the time. Companies have to give out payments for defrauding people. You know what never happens? They never go to jail. And definitely they don't go to jail for 40 years apiece. They had a $10 million judgment against them. $10 million. You're trying to tell me they both get 40 years in prison. And I've watched people, we've heard Nancy Pelosi herself got inside information, which is a felony against the law. This is what it is. You got to go back to work tomorrow. See, what you people fail to realize is this. I don't make excuses for Negroes, but I'm not going to sit here and act like y'all don't get preferential treatment. That's the difference. You want to not act like you ain't getting treatment when I know that's all you get. I appreciate the love for following the channel. Hit the like button, hit the follow button. I appreciate you guys for coming. It's just, to me, people are not understanding, but I understand it. And I'm just not gonna make justifications for bad behavior. I'm not gonna do it. See, that's the difference. And see, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all guys too, they do a lot of, and I just don't do. What you can't make me do is you can't keep trying to convince me that I am doing the behavior you're doing. That projection shit is real. They project so hard They tell you things that you ain't even thought about you. That's why I'll say to people all the time, like, I was talking to some woman one day, and it was, that's what it was. I was watching Love Island, or one of them shows. Love Island, Perfect Match, one of them shows. And black dudes with the black girl, and the bombshell came in. It was a white tea woman. She was cute, but she ain't nothing amazing. And the woman I was watching it with, she said to me, she was like, oh God, you know you're gonna be wanting to leave us. You know brothers always leave for that. And I'd be like, stop and really say that to yourself. Not what you see on the internet. I don't want to talk about the internet. Don't tell me what you, Dr. Cheyenne say. I don't give a none of them people, none of that. What I want you to say in your personal life, how many black men do you know have left their black women for a white tea woman? In your personal life, not in the movie, not in the TV show, not in your classic film that we love to death. So now we done projected on everybody because this might, I'm not saying it ain't happened. Appreciate the gift to heart you back. I'm not saying it does not happen, but what I'm saying is, it's just like this. They say 84% of the people who are married, black people are married to other black people. That means black people love themselves. That's a projection. I don't like the projection. Again, same way black women, y'all don't like them to project onto you guys that y'all have anger or attitude problems, right? I get that, right? I feel just like this. I have seen extraordinary cases when I've seen a black woman act reckless and she just spazzing out for no reason, but that's not normal. So I would never project it onto all you guys. What I genuinely see when black women have, like when they get nasty, now they'll get attitude with their men in a minute. Now I ain't talking about that's different. What you looking at? I'm joking. But when they're out in public, especially when they're dealing with anybody else's culture, they're not really walking around with bad attitudes. We can't afford to. We can't afford to rub anybody wrong. So I think that's a projection. I think that when you do see it now we all thinking that, oh God, she's the black woman. She's getting outraged. This one. Now, I do believe this to be true because I've seen this. I fly a lot. What I don't see is a lot of angry black women. What I do see a lot of is bonnets. Now, I see them bitches on planes all the time. I see a bonnet every time I get on the plane. Boy, I saw like, let me stop. They ain't them great girl, but them girls need to get there. Look, no, I don't get embarrassed by what other black people do. The reason I live by this code, if the toothless hillbilly in Western Kentucky, if the guy from Bel Air does not have to associate himself with him at all, even if they're in the same proximity with each other, no one that considers them to be together. So if I indicate like that, I too do not consider myself to be walking around with a chick with the bonnet on her head that's on the plane. That's just me. I don't. But I saw a crew one time. I was like, oh God, I'm embarrassed. Oh God, somebody go to the bathroom and take that off. I'm sorry. What are you saying? I wasn't blaming you, Tony. Oh, get yourself out of here. I had to block you for that. Because there ain't nobody denigrating. Anybody who come in this space know right now, all I do is point to black people, black men, black women, and black children. You can miss me with that. Oh God, you talk about black. If you don't miss me joking and me talking about black folks is two different things. Trust me. What I hate is this. This is what I hate. I understand there are some hateful men and women. Like for me, I don't genuinely do this. Like if someone objects me in the comment section, the first thing I do, first of all, most of the time, is for clarity. Because, you know, most of the time you'll just splat out something. I was like, okay, what you splatting out some shit for? So, but for me, it's clarity. Because you can ask me my viewpoint on black women. But see, this is my thing. This is how I'm gonna tell you. This is how we're gonna learn in L. space. We're gonna learn how to talk to each other. I'm not gonna block you. We're gonna learn how to talk to each other today. So you say it's always a black man talking about black women. What did I say in there, ma'am, that hurt your feelings? Because that sounds like something that hurt your feelings, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. Let's communicate effectively like adults. What would you like? Is there anything you would like to say? Is there anything that triggered you about what I said? Because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Black women, if that bothers you that I said that, I would even be respectful in that space. I would be. But I would also say too, don't bring your ass in talking about nobody at the point. Now, I'm just saying, it's just people are extra sensitive sometimes. You'll know when I don't like somebody. I'll tell you, because I don't have any problem telling you when I dislike or like somebody. Hold on, they're giving me my puffles. Hold on. All right, let me go. Let me move on anyway. It's a touchy crowd. All right, anyway, let me tell you this. I will say bravo to Charleston White, and I don't say that a lot because I think he be trolling most of the time. But I did hear him say recently, just caught to he putting up 75 for this man's defense. I said this yesterday. This is the part I don't like about government. Government has a way of moving extremely slow on purpose And they do that solely so you can lose your patience with them all the time. And so what that means is that boy is going to have to sit there regardless for some amount of time. And I don't think he should be there a minute, not an hour, not a day. Not if other people are getting off and be considered heroes. Remember, they took that Daniel Penny boy and they paraded him around the fucking country like he was a hero. Just for the detractors who feel like Carmelo is the worst scum of the earth, just look at it like this. They took a man who, Jordan Neely, if he is in the heavens right now, he can't say, man, I saw my death come. He didn't even see it coming. So you get to get paraded. They paraded him around. They told him, you are a hero for choking him until he couldn't breathe anymore. The country, your president said, let's walk him around. This is what he deserves. And you want me to see this. I can see this. And then to turn around in this situation, when the other one started it, and I don't even get into the child, because the child one is just, boy, when I get like this, I just want to cuss so bad, because you cannot, George Zimmerman and this child guy, there is no excuse. There is no such thing as self-defense when you chasing. So when I see these things, I don't care if you think I'm gonna dare to be different. I'm gonna tell him he should, like Azalea Banks. Somebody missed me with this. He's violent. A child shows up in an event that he don't know them folk. He came with the intent to just come, I'm stabbing somebody today. No, what it is, if he could go back and do it again, he would do it differently. I give you the same thing for myself. I ride a bicycle. I'm a young boy. I'm maybe 8, 9 years old. I'm around the corner from my house. Don't supposed to be snuck around the corner because I'm a big boy now. I can do it. Messed around, came down a hill too fast, ran into a car. The car didn't run into me. I ran into the car. Flipped up on the hood of his car. This man proceeded to put me in his car, make me take him home, take me to my house, and tell my mom and dad what I had just did. I'm only telling this story to say that I put them wheels into motion. Them folks put them wheels into motion when they come chasing after the boy. You don't get to sit back and act like now that you're a victim. No, what it was, you was gonna do it and you thought you could walk away from it. See, again, the lady don't understand just what her nails and her hair getting done. It is bigger implications at play. That means today, what's today's date? What is it? It is June the 11th here in America. June the 11th. What she don't realize is June 12th, 13th, and moving forward. It's gonna happen again. And it's gonna keep happening again. But you know what? It would minimize how many times it would happen? Is if you would change your fucking behavior. See, this is why I say to people, and I'm gonna say this for voting, I'm gonna say this for everything else. Don't come to black folks. Talk like to all the people who like to come in triggered emotionally to tell me about something that they don't like about black society. What you're doing is you're trying to find one part of me you don't like because you don't want me to do better. Ma'am, sir, family, they do not want black people to do better. Let me say it again so you understand it and believe it to be true. They do not want black people to do better. Anyone who is this biased on every situation to tell us we're the ones making it racial, imagine telling the victim, how you being acting like a victim when you know you victimizing me? That's what they're doing. Every time the situation falls like this, there's never an equivalent to where it's happening to them. That means it's happening to your community. There is no excuse for that. There is no statistical anomaly. Black folks are just statistical anomalies then, as a whole, as a culture, because the things that happens to us makes no sense. The rules change. And I ain't sorry, we need them. The fuck you mean you need them? What did you do before they got here? What you just say this, I'm gonna tell you right now, any man who finds her attractive if she's not in a relationship, this is the lazy shit you're gonna get in your relationship. When you need something, this is the lazy excuse she's going to give you because she ain't gonna be worth a damn. What rules change? What do you mean? You can't just spout out something. You gotta give me more context than that. What rules change? What do you mean? But I've learned this. I always say this about people. If you want to know how people's personality is, I don't have to hear you tell me a lot. 60% of communication is nonverbal. I can look at a lot of people and tell you a lot of times of what's going on with them. I can tell you what they're willing or not willing to do. She's slightly overweight means that she has no discipline, and that's no knock at her, but I'm just saying that the same way it fits her. If someone put her picture in front of me and said yay or nay when it came to it, I would have leaned towards yay because of the fact of just the way she looks in the face. Your segregation, like I said, my thing is this right now, all this segregation, we need our own economy, we need our own cities, we need our own neighborhoods, we need our own supply, we need everything. We got the money. Look. When people say that it's impossible, like she said, we not built for that. Ma'am, does she not know that we are the 16th largest economy in the world? That means well-known countries that she knows about, some of them Europeans, does not have the economic power that you have, but they're producing what they need. You know what that tells me? Your lazy won't get up and help make it a change. You won't change. You wanting someone to change it for you without you having to change it all. You do not get progress without struggle. Ma'am, let me tell everyone in the world who don't understand this is how it works with everything. If you want to go from big to small, you're going to have to hit the gym, meaning your body's going to have to get under some type of agitation. You're going to have to go through it to get to where you want to go. You have to. If you have cancer and you want to kind of reverse this thing when it comes to it, your diet is going to have to change so dramatic to the point that your body can heal. You're going to have to go through something, and that ain't easy. Every facet of life, if you're going to want to make something dramatic change in your life, when you break up with your spouse after 30 years of being together, you do realize you now have to relearn everything because you spent your entire adult life with that person. That is not going to be easy. I think what people keep saying is we live in a microwave world. I just want to do this, that you want, to whatever you want. And they have you believing you can get it that way, and they have you believing that you're going to get that little sticker on Super Tuesday. It's all you have to do. And I tell people all the time, that's the game. That's where they get you at. Well, if it's not so important, then why do they put so much into it? Because they just need to give you something puppy to look at. And you feel for the vote. You feel for the vote every time. It's a good treat for Negroes. That's what they're saying. Now, I'm just saying for me, I need a little bit more in this world when it comes to that. We can produce more than that. Like, mind you, everything that we need, we always produce it. Like her right now. She said there's salon suites all over the city. I know what she's talking about because I get my haircut as one before. So you don't have when they work, you call another one. You call another one. Remember, they're all over the city. You mean to tell me every black person in her city that did nails in her vicinity was booked up for 2 weeks? No, you lying. You wanted to go over there and be lazy because you like that one place because they do so mean, do so good on you. I like mean. And then I don't know how that went. And then to the point when she's talking about getting her hair done, bitch, don't you got something growing out your hair? Out your head? That's called hair. Why don't you use your hair? Get your hair done. Say, I'm not boycotting. I'm done with them. But I'm done with everybody I don't have to do. See, this is my whole thing like this. I keep saying to people all the time, boycotting doesn't work. Being done does. I say it every episode, and I'll continue to say it in this episode. I take the words from Jeff Brown. Jeff Brown said, and I agree with the comedian Jeff Brown. Look him up. When someone agrees to community, and if they apologize, we accept the apology. But regardless, whenever that apology comes, that starts day one of your 100 years of not doing business with these people. So like right now, with all that air in the chest from the Asian lady and the Asian guy, keep messing with us to see what happens. Ain't nobody got to the apology yet. But once we get to the apology, great, thank you, we accept. Now one day, this is day one of the next 100 years. Now that sounds excessive, but it's supposed to be. It needs to be at the point to where this black woman, she won't sit her happy ass up here and say no dumb stuff like that no more. And she'll sit on the side, on the same team with us because she knows she better not jump off the ship. I'm all about collective bullying if it's going to be positive. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm not with this whole, I want us to always be at the bottom. See, this is what I don't like. The world we live in will have you doing both. You cannot have degeneracy is what you promote. Like the first thing I talked about today was the Zeus Network is now mixed with Atlantic Records. They're gonna give you some of the most debauchery music in the world. It is gonna be Sexy Red on steroids. Well, see, what I don't do is Sexy Red can't be the person being up for awards. I always tell people this. People don't understand, and I said this many times before. People think that I have a problem with ratchetness. I don't. It has its place. What I am from is that I was growing up in the 90s. I had my great years in the 90s. In the 90s, guess what? We had Patra, we had Adina Howard, we had Akinele, we had a whole bunch of people who did a lot of nasty music, right? Guess what? Adina Howard, Akinele, and all them was never up. They was never up for NAACP awards. They not up for BET awards. You wanna know why? Because you don't put ratchet shit on TV like that. But they have convinced us because now the corporate structure owns it, all of it. So when you see Sexy Red, that means that at the end of it is somebody who don't look like you who put her there, not the black guy who says it's him. We don't control nothing. Man, like I heard this idiot, this is a dude named Austin Holloman. Y'all may know he's a passport bro type name. He's always over there denigrating black Americans. Everything great from Africa and everything in America is horrible. Well, now he mad because he said Afro beats ain't good no more, and it was trying to say because he said R&B and hip hop and stuff is no longer relevant. I said, I wonder why people don't want to hear our music no more. If they don't, they still do. You want to know why? Because they own it all. They run it all. They gonna run it in the ground like everything else they do. If 90%, no, excuse me, it was 87% of Black America considers themselves to be heterosexual, then why does over 90% of our content has to have a homosexual lead at some point of capacity in every one of their content? That would be in direct opposition to the type of money you're trying to make. You're not giving your target market what they're looking for. Why would you do that? Unless you're pushing something. I don't think people understand when it comes to black folks, they're gonna push something every time. Why do you think that Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, even though they both can sound good at any time, have no issues with any of their music that they want to make? I have a problem. Not with neither one of them, but I do have a problem when they doing Wet Wop on a show that's supposed to represent black folks and they scissoring each other on primetime TV. I don't want to see that. Not for my people. I don't get to see the East Indian lady and two East Indian ladies with their hijabs on doing that. I don't get to see that. I don't want to see that. In my bedroom, if you want, like, if you want to go out, I'm in Atlanta. They got these little clubs that you can go to here. You know them clubs I'm talking about. People just show up at these clubs. Now, you go to a club, you like it, I love it. That's your thing. You want to be in a room full of strangers and do it, that's your thing. I don't want to see it on my TV in every content that I'm watching. See, but people don't they keep trying to convince us that we just, y'all just told you just to judge. We don't control none of the imagery that you see. You wouldn't know nothing about black folks if somebody white tee wasn't putting it on the screen for you. You want to know how I know it? Even down to your social media. The algorithm isn't ran by you. I can say everything that majority of the black people want to hear. I can get the AI to give me the title to make it match. I can give the description with all the greatest hashtags. I could pay for advertisement the whole nine. It ain't going no further than that algorithm wants it to go. What people keep thinking is that black folks is out here just being degenerate. They are highlighting your degeneracy. If I wanted to make white people look bad, I could go to West Virginia, get Toothless Hillbilly, and do nothing but Toothless Hillbilly content. That's what the world is going to start thinking all of them are, Toothless Hillbillies. So when you get on TV, black man, black woman, and say stuff like, man, these black folks, I'm tired of these black folks, black on black. It ain't no black on black crime. There is a thing called crime. I don't want to hear about the black. They keep talking about the crime because they're criminalizing you. Yeah, they spoon feed it every day. They're going to give it to you slowly. And as you start going away from it, they're going to say, man, what's happening to you, man? Why are your culture degenerated? You degenerated it. You tore it down. Man, why black folks don't own nothing? I wonder why. Why we get on here and we act dumb? Like when they get in the room, we start perking up and acting like we don't know what's, no, I don't care who's in the room. You're not gonna get me to agree to the lie because it makes you feel better. No. When a white person gets like a class example, I'm probably gonna look at my comments when I'm done here. When I look at my comments somewhere along the way, one of them folks or 20 of them folks gonna let me know why I'm so wrong in my thought process. How are you telling me I'm wrong about what I want to think? I've never said to one of them folks, you are wrong for the way that you think. No, you are wrong when you project your thoughts onto me and my culture. That's when you become wrong. Again, I don't want to live in a town, live in a neighborhood next to any of these motherfuckers. Don't want me next to you because I don't want to be next to you either. If it's got to be like that, that's how it is. I match energy. See, what they do is like I hear this all the time. Black folks is just some of the most hateful people. They don't like nobody else. You mean every time something happens to our children, whether it's mind you, these same folks, Asian, white tea, East Indian, Mexican, everybody, you heard them telling you on both situations, it ain't just the white tea people, it's all of them. Everybody tells us how bad we are, and then everybody tries to tell us why we should be in camaraderie with them. You don't get to sit there and tell me the child guy is right, and then think that I'm listening to you as you tell me anything about my culture. Man, you better back up off of me. You are too close. People say, L-Dot, would you interracially date? No. But why? It is not because there's not some bad tea white women out there. There is some. They've paid for their bodies very well. I've seen it. It looks very nice. It's not the problem. The problem is this. I know my culture is affected by their culture. If I invite their culture into my home, I am too close. That means I have to soften my stance. Now I'm having one of those days. 2 days ago, when I first saw that 35 years that this young king looking at, it broke my heart to see this kid going out there like that. Now imagine I got a white tea woman I gotta come home to. Now I can't tell her I want to talk all kinds of things I want to say. Okay, I want to say all this things. Is she gonna sit there and accept it? I wouldn't. And then too, if she accepts it, great. She loves me. Oh God, that's amazing. But then I don't like it because she's self-hating. I don't want to be one of the self-hating person. I'm being honest. I'm telling the truth. So no, it's just the fact of you too close. You have to turn off CNN. Find you grassroots that talk to you like this. Mind you, people now I got it. If I ever made a real name for myself, what it would end up being was that he make excuses for black folks. Yes, but they're not excuses. That's just the reality of what we're living. So it's not even really an excuse. And then too, he always got nothing but positive to say about black folks. Yes. You want to know why? Because I can turn on every other network and all I hear is the negative side of us. Somebody has to balance it out. And it can't be just lip service. It can't be, I'm going to tell you how, when I get the award, hi, thanks. I appreciate the award that you gave me. Black people need to build each other up, and black people, and I love being black, and black. And then you look at this person like, woman is a white tea woman, his manager's a white tea people, he live in a white neighborhood, all his friends on his Instagram is white. What the fuck? Where's you loving on me at? People, I'm telling you right now, these people, I just don't go for it. Now, I get it. I'm evil. I'm mean. I'm a bad person. Anyway, hit the like button. Hell, that's got somebody hit the like button over there. Foul, hit the like button for me one time. Let me know that you hear me. Let me know you hear me. Hit the like button for me. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. Let me see what else I have up in here. What I got? Oh, let me say this. Look, let me say this too. Look. Look, people, I say this all the time about my folks. This business, this Hollywood business, people, they are doing it for the fame. I repeat, there is no money. Now, I give it to Drew Sidor. This is a nice piece of change she made. Somebody, all right, let me tell you what it is. Tammy Roman is defending Drew Sidor because somebody was picking at Drew Sidor because they said her Real Housewives chicks are 26,000 episodes. I ain't got no problem with that. This woman, that's over $600,000 a year. This woman is able to make. Now, I give it to you. She is giving up all of her business. Like, these people realize they're trading money for their shame. And really, there's no way to go after these things. So Cardi B is an exception to the rule. It's not going to be for everybody. Nene Leakes is an exception to the rule. There's not going to be a lot of people doing this. But I'm just going to say this for her. 26,000 not bad, but it was Tammy Roman. Tammy says, I would let her play, but they don't need to even play. I can just paraphrase what she said. Tammy said, that's better than what she was getting when she started at Basketball Wives. She said she was making $2,500 an episode. She said she still was working her day job. She had to fly down to, I think she said Miami on the weekends to make that $2,500. Now, she said it didn't stay that way. It went up. But what I want y'all to understand is that, take Tammy. So 2010, when Tammy was wrecking shop on, everybody watched that because I don't even watch this stuff no more. But at the time, I was watching Basketball Wives. I don't even watch stuff like that. But I watched them wreck shop, her and Evelyn Lozada terrorizing each other and other people. So I'm knowing you thinking these people are paid. So to find out they don't make no money, to go look up our black elite, and I always say the black elite, I'm talking about the Morris Chestnuts, the Nia Longs, all these people, go look up their net worths. When you see all of their net worths, you start realizing these people ain't really made no money for 30, 40 years in this business. And then you realize that they're paying these people pennies, $1,000 here, $1,500. Then you hear other people, man, they'll give me $1,500. Somebody, was it Man Boy, say he was making like $2,000 for Snowfall. So they still was paying him that type of money. And mind you, Snowfall don't give like 8, 9 episodes or something like that. So he walked away with like $1,500. He was like, you can barely, and that's LA. So you know what, you can't make no money out there. And there ain't nothing out there. So what I want people to understand is, man, is that it's just, this business now, it's truly is an exploitation without compensation. And what we have done is that not enough, and I applaud Tammy, the reason why I'm saying that, I applaud her for being transparent, because I'm going to say like this now, these people need to demand more money, but because they're giving up their complete likeness. Do you know, I remember hearing Black Ink, the guy, what's his name, Caesar, that ran Black Ink. Black Ink, he said they have made over $1 billion off of Black Ink, and they ain't seen a fraction of that. He said, my franchise, what we own, they've made billions of dollars. So what I'm telling is, we're giving it all up for just the fame, but no money. And at this point, now this is one time you're going to blame ourselves. The only thing I will say is this now, like that lady I played at the beginning, if she's going to come out here and she's going to say, guys, we got to cross that picket line, she needs to be ashamed about the culture, because that's a scab. That's the same thing I'm talking about. We cannot, like Taraji, I got it. She's pissed off. She's mad because they won't give her, a proper amount of pay. I agree with it. She should be angry. But what she should be able to do is to stand on her business. Now, I'm not taking no more BS. You're going to pay me, or you ain't going to get this dopeness that is Taraji P. Henson. Well, I don't need the director to say, well, fuck her, we'll just get someone else. No. Taraji needs to say, I was up for this role, they refused to pay me, don't support it, and then don't nobody go support that film. Even if they put a black person in that role. You want to know why? They will know then. Stop trying to undercut these people when it comes to pay. They're not going to get in their films. But I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They already see this coming. What I just said right now, 1000% would work. If no one's willing to scab out, so you can't make a slave movie if nobody's willing to play the role. You can't keep making movies that are lies and putting stuff, or we won't take the role. But they thought of that one of these days, and they realizing it, because this thing we're doing with Asians right now, this is not corrugated. This actually was just genuine heart from people feeling like, I don't want to deal with this no more. So if we got people doing that, people willing to do that, they realize it is. So what they said is bringing them foreigners. That is why every movie, like I heard that rumor they want to do another Set It Off. You do know the women that's gonna play the role, they're gonna go get some women from overseas. They're gonna go get the men with an accent that can speak good. He's learned a New York accent. But the reason why they do that is because there's something different when your collective group comes together. They're always trying to do things to keep us broken up and apart. That's all I'm just trying to say. But anyways, I digress when it comes to that. I just wanted to say that about it. I truly do. I applaud Tammy for that, but I just don't want them to make that little penny change no more. Ma'am, I love black people. I want her to make money. Drew Sidor making a killing though, but not to be doing nothing. I mean, that's a lot of money. How many more? I'm gonna get out of here in a minute, but I'm gonna go through a few more of these things because I got too much stuff in this timeline that I don't even get to because I talk too much. So hit the like button, hit the share button, definitely hit the follow button. I'm gonna go ahead play something else. I'm gonna play a couple more things we're gonna talk about, and then I get out of here. Let me see what he talking about. Hold on.
Is something talk about IQ. What we are living in right now is something 10 times worse than the Great Depression, and it is literally being thrown in our, like, we see it, bro. It is literally, we are being paid double and triple the amount of the federal minimum wage, and it is still not enough to live on your own comfortably. And then on top of that, we have women out here. I'm speaking that from a man perspective. We have women out here that will,
I'll say people, because I don't want to make this about women. It's people out here.
Look at a man or look at this video right now, and they'll be like, I don't want to be with him because he's broke. Brother, we live in a time so bad now that women have to start working. It's not optional. Women don't get to choose anymore. I want to.
I played that video. I played that video for a reason, and I played it because I do want women to understand it. Even though this is people, that's not a woman thing. This is people. But I do want to play this. What did you say, real quick? You said I can't even enjoy the Netflix Blast Reads. I don't watch it because that's that dude that plays on. I watched like one episode, two, like the first episode or two. And mind you, isn't it a Taylor Sheridan film that Baz Reads that he did there? And Taylor Sheridan do Yellowstone. And Yellowstone series is amazing. I love it. But that Baz Reads, I can't get with that foreign dude. That dude who played Martin Luther King. I'm not a fan at all. But I brought up the story to say that about it, ladies. Do y'all realize they say now, and I know this to be true, I said this the other day, and I hadn't even seen this little stat that they put up here, but they said 1 in 3 men in America are not working or looking for a job right now. They said the male labor force participation has dropped to 67%. Now, I read the article. The article basically is saying that due to the fact that women are educating themselves more, due to the fact, and they give a lot of examples, but they leave out the most prevalent one. Where they gonna go work at? The workforce that was male dominated has either been outsourced, automated, or completely removed. There is nowhere for that father to go just do that at anymore. And then I saw a stat the other day that said right now, black women are the highest rate of losing jobs right now. And I say, yeah, because it can't be us. Because like they said, 1 in 3 is not working. So what they're doing is this. I want you to understand, again, for the people who think that he just loves black men, no, black families. The reason why black women are the highest ones losing your job, y'all probably seen the stats, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, y'all losing your jobs left and right. You want to know why you're losing them? Because you're the only ones that are working. And they're removing all black people from the workforce. Of course it's you. Like you say, I don't even pay attention to the stats. I just pay attention to the way the world works. When I go into establishments, I rarely see men. When I do see men, I see a lot of men who are part of the alphabet community. I rarely see a lot of heterosexual men in jobs. When you see them, there's one here, one there, one around the corner, but there's just one. So there is nowhere for them to go. And I just want to keep people saying this right now. The economy is so trash that everybody's trying to find something that I don't think is realistic. This is what they're doing. Let me say it this way. Let me stop slow talk. Let me say it this way. This is what I believe is happening. On one breath, the same people, the power, and this is both talking about the powers that be. Powers that be are crashing the economy. Crash. At the same time, the imagery they put in front of your face is buy Gucci, buy Fenty, buy Prada, take trips, go to Bali, live the good life. Make sure you put people in front of you that's living like this. I bet you I can do this. I bet you if you gave me an option. Now we got I don't know how many people in there right now, but we have multiple people in here right now. I bet you if you gave me 10 people, if I could find 10 YouTubers, if you watch YouTube, and mind you, YouTube is full of millions of people who put up content. So if I was to go on YouTube right now, I bet you I can find, if I name 10 people, I can name at least 3 or 4 you've heard of. You want to know why that is the case? That's the case is because it's only 3 or 4 or 5 of them, 10 of them that's actually making money like that. See, the rest of us are just buffers trying to fill the void. They use us to collect data for the AI. They use our videos to keep furthering. That's why they talk so well to us. But in the actuality of it, only a teensy bit of them are making money off of it. And so what we're doing is we're feeding, we're doing this, but we're not going anywhere. And I'm not saying it to be disparaging. I'm just saying that's the way it's designed. Now, you got to still get up, try to do whatever you're going to do and hope for the best, because that's really the only thing you really have left. They don't give you many options anymore. Now, that's why I would say too, right now is perfect time. I say this all the time. This is the perfect time now. They're crashing the world out. And let me go and get dramatic. And this is my dramatic version. I have a softer version of what I think is happening, but this is the most dramatic version I see is happening. So I want people to hang in here with me. Just stay in for a second. Dramatically, I think this is what's happening. With all the AI data centers that they're putting up, as they're completely telling you that they're sucking water dry. I'm seeing multiple lakes that were very well known across the country, the Rio Grande. There's one down in Salt Lake City that dried up. There's one in Phoenix that's now dried up. They're drying up water you cannot sustain. And then 2, data centers doesn't require fresh drinking water. So that means they're choosing fresh drinking water on purpose. So my theory is, with all the underground bunkers, with all the underground cities that they're building the infrastructure now on top to supply them down low. So I believe what's happening is they're doing twofold. All of us that are not privy to what's ready to happen, they're going to allow us to starve to death up here, drought to death, no water, no supplies. And everybody down there's going to go down there that has something. That's what's ready to happen. You say, but why would they do that? Why do they do any of the things that they do? Because they can. See, people say that wouldn't make any sense. None of the things they make sense. Not spraying the sky with chemtrails makes no sense, but they do it every day. These are the same people who tried to block out the sun. Y'all do know Bill Gates had an order. They had to block it. He was ready to block out the sun. Why is somebody trying to block the sun? You know what's happening? They're ready to do something. So dramatic me says what's happening is ready to go down the drain. So what I need for my people to do right now, being that they're doing this, we need to start moving ourselves into collective ways of thinking. I say again, I know no one's gonna do it, so there's no need for me to put it up. But if I did a GoFundMe or something where we bought a land, not my land that is free to black people, that they can pull up their RVs, they can pull up their little tiny homes, whatever they need to, and set up shop right here on this land, because we collectively bought this land. We could be on the outskirts. I don't care. I don't want to be your leader. I don't want to run your town. I don't want to run nothing. I want to purchase something that we all can collectively go to. Have a community garden that is not my garden. It is our garden. We make rules as a collective. You do these things to collect. You can collectively do this. And if you don't figure out, and I want one that has a well spot right now. Maybe we can get some water. Maybe they ain't gonna suck the well water out. I don't know. They probably getting that too. But maybe we can find one with a well supply. Maybe we can get some of those ways to be able to convert trash water into clean water. Side note, before I get back into that, man, I saw this white tea guy the other day. Let me see. I don't think I got it up here, but he was at a glacier drinking water right out of a river. When I said this is the purest, we just getting crapped on when it comes to our water supply. But anyways, I digress. So I know it's time to do it, and this doesn't need to be just one way. We need to do this in multiple places. Needs to do this now. I'm telling you, nobody's really banging the alarm, but the alarm needs to be banged. Ask your black people in your family. Don't ask me, don't talk to me, don't bring it. Get to your black folks. How many black folks are struggling? If we don't find a way out now, you cannot wait and hope that your job ain't next. How many people have seen I know a lot of people in corporate. You know what I keep saying in corporate? Corporate keeps doing this at least once or twice a year. Everything's fine. We're setting up for next year's quarter. Everything's going to be great. The quarter's going to be great. And we're doing this. We're giving raises the whole nine. And then everybody's great. And then 2 days later, they're going to have a emergency meeting. And then 18 people going to be on the call. And they're going to say, oh, y'all fired. Boom, get out of here. Boom, and y'all gone. It happened to me. Just closed on a house and it happened. This was about 5-6 years ago. So I know what I'm talking about. What I'm telling people is that what I want people to say is it's coming. I'm in Atlanta. Did I bring this in here? Did I put this in here? I'm in Atlanta. Now, Atlanta, everybody knows is Chocolate City, correct? Damn, I didn't bring it in there. But I'm in Atlanta. This black woman's talking about how they not renting to black people in Buckhead anymore right now. Like, excuse me? In Atlanta? Buckhead? We make Buckhead pop. We can't lie with Congress. Hold on one second. They restricted my live. What did I do? Hold on. Oh, I know why. You know why they restricted? They restricted because I'm talking about positive stuff. That's what they always do. You said we can't lobby Congress to just donate the land. Nope. Don't want that. No. See, if you let them donate the land, what they're gonna first they're gonna do is they're gonna crash out the land that they give you. Okay? And first things first, I need to be compensated. That land, so I'm gonna have to then take my land and sell you my land back to you. It should be land and reparations. What do you say? You said data center. Yes, I said data center. What about data centers? Yeah, no, because I don't know. And I think, like you say, these people have, look, the average white tea person that you meet is born with 87% of what it needs to be able to survive its entire existence. You're born with 0. Matter of fact, you're born with -0. You got to save up to be the 0. And they keep telling you it's your fault. It is not my fault that I don't own none of the industries that we are in that actually makes money. You can't tell me, look, you do know. So one thing I will tell you, Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, when his little racist ass, he said that I totally agree with it. Totally agree with it. What did he say? He says, if you come up with a great idea, big business gonna come in and squash you like a bug. He's right. That's what they do. See, if your country love you, they would say, no, big business can't do that. But they don't ever say that. They say, yeah, we're gonna take that and use it. And so what I want people to understand is that that's how it's always gonna go. That's what they're doing to us. So it's never designed for us to be able to have anything unless you go off the grid yourself. Like, for example, if you come up with a technology or something, I would advise you not to to get it patent. If you get a patent, they already know what's coming. You ain't gonna keep the patent for one. They're gonna do one thing first. They're gonna try to buy it first. You don't sell, then they're gonna do something to you. And then they're gonna take the technology and they're gonna own it and they're gonna remove it. Either they're gonna use it or they're gonna remove it. They're gonna do one or the other. I wouldn't even do either. I wouldn't even give it to them. So, classic example. Let's just be example. So this is how my community should go. And we shouldn't even be saying this online, but it is what it is. Ain't nobody really in here. It's just us. That's with a couple of them folks. So if you had land, when you do that, I would love to even go so far as do this. If you was able to come with your own technology, just what if one of us would figure out how to make those water cars again, where car can run off water. Well, first things first, this is my community thing. That's on a need to know basis. Make sure everyone's car in the neighborhood has that. Guess what that does? It saves all of us money. We've collectively built together. Now everybody riding all over the country and everything. We ain't got no more gas bills no more. See, we have ingenuity in our community, but what we do, we take that. First thing we do, we run that to the patent office. Oh my God, let me get this patent. Let me do this. No, they're gonna take that. You ain't gonna get compensated properly. At all. And then what you can do, it's just ways that you can do it. When it comes down to your food, like you say, one of the structures on your land, if we're gonna get our land, you need a couple of acres. Get a couple of acres, we can make this a micro city. I watched this one guy, he put on a whole bunch of tiny homes on like 2.5 acres of land. Just say you have 5 to 10 acres of land. One of the things you do in there, you make sure you have a spot where you can actually grow your food. You grow your food, you have a pantry. The pantry is where everybody go gets their food to eat. This community is not trying to rob from each other. So since we're not trying to rob each other, it's not something we should be sitting back wondering about who's eating what. This is what we do. We make enough for the family. So now we fed ourselves. Now we build our own homes. We put our stuff together. Now building a home is very simplistic. You don't have to have a lot of usable skills. If you have YouTube, you can build a house. So the men get together, I build us a little tiny home. Wood is cheaper to purchase it on your own than it is to buy a house. Do some things like that. We can really just go get it out and get it popping, get it moving. Let's go on. Let's get it doing. The problem is that I don't think people really are ready for that. Like for me, I want solar panels and all. But see, I'm different. I don't want to just purchase the solar panels. I've watched videos on how to make solar panels. See, this is what we have to understand. The reason why everybody's whooping up on us is because we go to them to create the things that we know how to do ourselves. So like for me, I saw these 2 little East Indian boys, 2 massive magnets. He had 2 massive magnets and it looked like a radiator fan. These boys, and I know how to do this, but these boys put it down on the ground and they made a pump to pull water right out the ground. It was a water pump for their water. And the magnets is pulling, so this is infinite. As long as those 2 magnets stay facing each other, that spin is infinite. There is no bill to be paid. See, we are still thinking of get the t-shirts and drop ships, or we get some t-shirts and no, that's too small. We build the infrastructure. If we need to dig the well, we dig the well. If we need to, hell, even if down, I'm watching these guys now, they're building the trees, they're building their homes, they're building their homes off the wood, off their land they just purchased. Like they're cutting down trees and literally making their homes out of the wood. But you buy your house, there's your wood. Let's make sure we get a wooded area when it comes to that. It'd be great if you can get a pond, a lake or something, throw some fish in there, really get it moving. I'm just saying this is what you do. And what you do is you do it right next to the city. That way we're not relying totally on ourselves, self-sufficiency. You can still go out, grab your money and bring it into the community. That's how we grow the community. Now we have a food pantry when we go in there. What's next? You definitely need a doctor in the community. You encourage a doctor to come down if he's not already there. And I don't really care so much. And this is God honest truth. I'm not so much a care about your MD status. Because people, hell, Dr. Thaby, Dr. Africa, these are people that went on for life that we respected to the day that they passed. Not everybody agrees with their stuff, but we can all agree to this. Whether you agree that these men knew exactly what to do or not what to do, we can all agree on this. These men self-educated themselves to the point where they probably knew way more than half the MDs in this world. So for me, I just want someone in the community who wants to be that. That is what you bring to the community. Not no hucky puck and we faking it. No, real herbalist, a real dietitian, someone who really knows what they're talking about. So that way we keep us helping. We make sure we have somewhere we educate ourselves. And so again, we need our own institutions. These things, the stuff that we can do, these are not hard to do. What it is, they make everything sound so daunting. Oh God, if you're gonna do that, it's gonna take so much. If you're gonna do this, it's gonna be so hard. We're not gonna be able to do that. Then you gotta think about all the permits and then, you know what? They permit you because that's their way of controlling you. I should not be able to buy 20 acres of land in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona, somewhere, ain't nothing around but the desert, and you tell me, I gotta send an inspector out there to make sure your house is being properly built. What the fuck are you talking about? That's that narcissism of this culture that we live in, where they have to own everything. They have to watch everything. I have to be a part of everything that you do. And see, I'm just not a huge fan of that. And see, for me, I know a class example too. See, the reason why I don't want us just to move all in the same apartment building or something like that in the middle of the city somewhere is just because all they're gonna do is send them folks all around us all the time. If it's our land, our community, let's wall that bitch up. Let's make it to where ain't nobody come in unless we want you to come in here. We have our own security team. That's what we do. We get our own security when they do that. Get them. This is one time to suffice the little white team man. Get them the security license or whatever they need to get it done. Type flight security of the world right over here on our land. That's what you need. And we need it now because, let's just be honest, and I will say this to anyone. Go ahead and get your seeds now. Even if you don't plan on using them, purchase real seeds now before they become unavailable. Go ahead now. If you can, they have these like 20, 30, 40,000, you get 50-pound drums. Even if you live in an apartment, they have these water bags that you can get. Get these bags, fill them up as much water as you possibly can. Have you seen the dry food rationings? Grab these things. I know this sounds like end of the worldish, but what I'm saying is, I don't want your leverage to go away, black person. See, what happens is that's how they're gonna get us. Once they cut the spigot off, they're gonna expect all of us to come clamoring and running to them. Oh God, what are you gonna do to help us? We need our government, we need this. Well, guess what happens if you've been storing water, food, shelter, solar panels the whole night for the last 5 years, but everybody's been doing it weekly. Now, eventually, yes, it's gonna start depleting, but guess who gets to hold more leverage? And I'm gonna be honest with you, anything that they're gonna tell you they have to do to you in the future, they're gonna do it on purpose. It's not something they have to do, it's something they're choosing to do, it's something they're orchestrated to make happen. So I want people to understand that everything that you see, the people who stand in front of you saying, oh, I love you, I'm gonna make it better, they're part of it. And I don't want this doctor, what's his name? Dr. York. I don't want that with the new options. I don't want to be somebody's cult leader. I don't want to be none of that. I don't want to be in your house. I don't want to be around your house. I just want my black family. I want black men when they with their wives to feel like they men. When he goes to build his house, he can walk in his house and know he did that strongly, and his woman respects him for what he did. And he respects her for who she is. I just want that. I don't want your woman. I don't need 30 of y'all. You know what trips me out about men with 30 women like that, dude? Man, oh my God. You want all them emotions? That's too much for me, brother. Keep that. But I do want black folks to be sane. I don't want all of us to keep feeling like we feel because we see what happened to Carmel Lance. I don't want that. I don't want us to have to feel like we're so, like I said yesterday episode, I'm man enough to say that I felt helpless, felt weak, hopeless, that I can't do nothing to get that boy out of there. And that's not easy to say as a man, that I feel this way. But as black men, the first way that we're going to fix this problem, we have to admit that we are under the gun. And being that we are under the gun, being that we are in this position, we're going to have to do something, because I don't want to continue to feel this way. And I know we can do something positively to move on from it. We don't have to stay this way. I know people don't agree with it, and not everybody's going to see it that way, but that's how I see it. And I can say I would love to be able to build it with us, but I know people. Everybody named mama too afraid that someone's going to steal from them. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to get my own land. I've been looking anyway recently. And I've been actually been trying to find something close to the home, but it seems like I'm going to have to go out of state to get exactly the amount of land that I want. But my whole thing is once I get it, and once I start setting up shop, don't come looking at me now. Hey, brother. Hey, no. I told you would come crashing now. You didn't want to believe it. You got your sticker and you thought you were good for the next 4 years. You didn't. Keep getting voting stickers if you want to. The people crashing us out every day. Every day. Anyways, I digress. Yo, speaking of Taraji before I go, can y'all please stop?
So Taraji P. Henson says that gay black men have always protected black women more than straight black men.
What did that mean?
Not from age though.
Oh, he just being rude. What does that mean? I hear people say that all the time, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. They say you're protected. What happened? And he probably did do it more because he was with you when you got attacked. Most time men with you, most men don't attack women when when men are around, other men are around. But you got your girlfriend with you. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. Anyway, maybe I'm gonna get my butt out of here. Hey, look, like I said, I appreciate y'all people coming in and everything. Tomorrow on Friday, Free Friday. Free Friday means it's gonna be random as hell. What you say here? It means nothing. The way different. Okay, it is. I agree. It ain't nothing but trying to divide it. Oh, that's been right here, girl. I didn't know you was in here. See, you gotta speak up, girl. You gotta come in and speak sometime. I know you in here. What's up, Jugfoot? But yeah, that was today's episode. I'm gonna tell you now, I may come back later. I gotta shoot a wrestling podcast today too, but I may come back later today. I don't know. We may see. I would love to talk to the family. Cause I got some stuff. I got a whole video that I want to. Again, I'm a nerd, so I always come back and Oh, you sent the gift. I'm so sorry. I told you I'm computer illiterate. I don't know what I be looking at. You know I appreciate it. For the gifts that I got, I appreciate your heart. All the people, my heart's worth down. They look flicked. But I appreciate each and every last one of them. I do it. Honestly, I do this solely. I need the love just as much as everybody else does. I need to be loved on, because I'm going to tell you, sometimes living in this world we live in now, surrounded by these people, because see, what they've done is they've insulated us on all sides. So where you work, where you pay your bills, where you grocery shop, everywhere, your neighborhoods, everything that you do has been surrounded by these people. And you let them talk, they'll make you feel crazy sometimes. So I honestly be trying to come to a space to where we can have some level of camaraderie together, where we can get together, we can speak love into each other. Church can't do it anymore. Too much cesspoolers came out of it. I appreciate that for the I appreciate that too. I appreciate the follow too. Thank you. But it just, from this point on, I just want to get to a point to where, we got to start creating spaces that are actually going to be positive eventually. And I get it. You guys don't know me. So I'm just talking right now. Well, hopefully I can stay consistent enough, and you guys will show up consistent enough, and this algorithm will let us stay consistent enough to where we can grow this into something really positive. Because what I really, really want, I'll say it this way. I have been lurking in the shadows for years. I've told myself for years I was going to get involved into this, but I'll tell you what happened. I'll be completely transparent with it. I started this platform, 300 Radio, this platform I put my show and everything else is on, this whole complete platform. I'm going to build it out to where we have music and television, the whole nine. I started this in 2020. The problem with it was that in 2018, I started having brain fog issues, and it was due to my health. But I could not focus, and it took years and years and years. So it basically put me behind schedule. So after getting my health in order and have to get myself back in order, I hit the ground running, and that's what you're getting now. But I just honestly, I'm gonna tell you what made me want to do it, and I'll get out of here. Someone said to me one time, you have to be the change that you're asking others to be. So it ain't just me talking on here. Let's organize something. I don't want to lead nobody. We don't have time, energy, or effort for that anymore. I just want people to know. If I do anything, let me help influence black men to want to learn some shit tomorrow, because all I do is learn all day long. I'm a learner. I want you to I want all black men to know that your strength, your power, your pride is going to come once you start embracing your black culture. I too was just like you. I did a lot of smiling away. Hi, hey, how are you? Yeah, on the jobs. I was all in corporate America. Hi, John. How are you? Yes. Yes. No. The copy machine is broken. Still got fired. Did all they could. They still gonna get you. What it was is this: your culture is where your pride is at. You find pride in one. Like for me, I find pride in supporting my family. I found pride in supporting other black people. I've been at the bottom watching people do well. And I've watched people walk right over top of me. So now when I do better and I see people below me now, I can't do that. I've seen where they've been, and I always want to be the one to help. Unlike these other people, I said this yesterday, and I truly do mean it. Y'all notice that this whole thing with Carmelo, good, bad, or indifferent, no one's saying that they happy that the young man passed and they want him to get off with murder. No one's saying that. Everyone's saying we need this system to be fair. That's all black people are saying. And I've noticed that in the system in that situation, you notice that all the people that they have put in front of our faces every day and tell us that these people love us and they speak for us on a mass scale, all of them conveniently at one time all did not want to talk about this unless you asked them specifically. But I know the world of black people, black Americans are suffering for their young boy today. So that means they knew about it, they know about it, but can't talk about it. That means that they are not for us. I am not going to shut up just because someone's not paying me. No one's paying me anything. You can't. I don't want your money in that way. Because that means I can't walk amongst my people, then I'm not whole. I'll say this and I'm gone. Stephen A. Smith, I was going to play this earlier, I'll save it for tomorrow. Stephen A. Smith is basically letting you know in every form of fashion, he's trying to run for president. This coonish Negro. You think he can run for president? No one wants to see this. But in the process of watching this man, I do not understand why he feels comfortable enough to walk around black society. I don't care what he says he from. I'm Harlem's queen. He should not feel comfortable walking around, especially them ball players. I was in the locker room. He would always feel comfortable coming in our locker room. I don't care if I'm a star bench player. He ain't gonna feel comfortable around us. This dude don't do nothing but denigrate us. He would feel so uncomfortable. I need all of us to get there. But anyways, I digress. Again, people, I appreciate you for showing up. Should I play some? I'm playing a little music today. Let me play a little music on the way out. Let me play some upbeat. You tell me, Mr. Ryan, I'll let you do it because you know you like that. If you want to hear upbeat or you want to hear some slow jams. We did something for the community yesterday. And I'm not even gonna play a lot of video. I'm gonna play music today. I ain't got a lot of videos, but I got some music to play. Somebody tell me what they want. They want some love. They want some love. You want some motivation. You want to hear some hip hop. I got it all. Somebody tell me what they want to hear, and we'll go from there. Then I'll play it. And like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow in between, probably around 2 tomorrow. Because I was gonna try to get in early, but I probably could be on tomorrow around 2 o'clock. Upbeat would be great. So let's see what we got. Okay, let's see what we got. So let me see what I can play, and then we're gonna go from there. Hold on. Upbeat. All right. Let's see. Everybody got questions? Y'all got about 30 seconds. You can ask me, and then I'll be out. Let me see what I got. Trying to find something upbeat. I don't know about that one. Hold on. I'm gonna play a mid-tempo while I find one because I'm gonna get too much dead air. So I'm gonna find a mid-tempo while I find one. All right, and then we're gonna go from there from now. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys. Like I said, I appreciate the show. Please show up tomorrow if you want to. Hit the subscribe button when we do it, and I'll come from there. All right. Again, hit the follow button. I'll check you guys later. All right. All right. Let me get this up here so I can go. Where you at? Hi, my people.
You don't say it, but I hear it running under your post. I know. Hand on your waist, you watch before I even speak. I call your shame by its first name. You get honest when you're weak. I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it. I'm already there in your head. You play don't touch while you're pulling on my chain. You say slow down with your mouth, but your hips don't move the same. You want control, and you want me taking it back. You love the way that I say stay, right before I make you cry. Ooh, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it. I'm already there in your head. Tell me what you fear, I'll say it first. Ooh, you think I'll drown you in this one, but you wanna be submerged. Look me in my eyes and lose that act you play. I know exactly what you crave. I'm the word you never say. Yeah, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already see you undress in my head. I can read your mind. go.
Now you're tuned in to the best.
Y'all know the name.
This is 300 Radio.
Yeah. Turn me up. All the way up.
It's the Keisha in this. Stepping, nails done, wig laid, wristlet, bad attitude, tongue slick, talk big. He a munch, he a trick, he a quick fix. I don't text back, I just send pics. Shots pulled, whole club packed for the queen. If you broke, sit down, you can't be on my team. Face pretty, but I get it out the mud. They gon' feel this every night, every block, every hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. The case you got 'em acting up, acting up. What's good? Drop it low, make it clap, throw it back on the wood. If you nasty and you know it, turn it up for the hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Hands on your knees, let it shake like it should. Hit a slit, hit a lick, got 'em spinning they goods. If you freaky and you know it, throw it back for the hood. Club high, make a saint wanna sin quick. He say please, I say daddy, let me hear you spend it. I'm the reason that his rent late, bills due. If I let him get a taste, he gon' tattoo what I do. I'm a problem. Big body in a crop top. Got your man walking off, tryna talk, tryna shop. I don't chase, I replace, that's a fact. If he broke, I turn around, make my ex run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. The case you got 'em acting up, acting up. What's good? Drop it low, make it clap, throw it back on the wood. If you nasty and you know it, turn it up for the hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Hands on your knees, let it shake like it should. Hit a split, hit a lick, got 'em spinning they goods. If you freaky and you know it, throw it back for the hood. He like, damn, Keisha, let me taste that. I'ma ride till he beg, make him pay back. Make it jump, make it jump, make it jump. All my ratchets in the front, tear it up. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. The case you got 'em acting up, what's good? Drop it low, make it clap, throw it back on the wood. If you nasty and you know it, turn it up for the hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Hands on your knees, let it shake like it should. Hit a split, hit a lick, got 'em spinning they goods. If you freaky and you know it, throw it back for the hood.
Yeah. Yeah. Glass in session. Bottle in the head up. Walk in, whole room tilt. We the blueprint, you the kill. Gold on, but the soul rich. Your whole world move on. Our rhythm, let the flow with you. Slide through like I own this night. Talk slick, every word sound right. From the soil where the legends grew. Everything you flexing now, that's what we've been doing. It's the NBA election in the VIP. Everything you callin' cool look just like me. From the slang to the chain to the way y'all speak. We the reason every club feel like big OT. It's the NBA election in the VIP. No world trying to copy what we do for free. You can feel that game every time I breathe. Foundational, baby, this the family tree. Whoa. Step back, let a king talk. Every move trace back to our walk. From them Jew joints down to this club floor. We been turning little rooms to a world tour. Auntie talk smooth, untalk grind. Grandma prayed over all this shine. You see drip, I see sacrifice. We turn struggle into style, make it look like I. It's the VIP. Everything you callin' cooler just like me. From the slang to the chain to the way y'all speak. We the reason every club feel like big OT. VIP, world try to copy what we do for free. You can feel the game every time I breathe. Foundational, baby, this the family tree. Toast up if you feel that pride. Day one's by my left and right. We ain't begging for a seat inside. Built the table, now we own the night. From the step to the strut to the fade. Every trend that you love. Put respect on the name, that's a must. Foundational, stamped in the dust. Everything you callin' cooler just like me. From the slang to the chain to the way y'all speak. We the reason every club feel like big OT. Relation in a VIP. World tryna copy what we do for free. You can feel that game every time I breathe. Foundational, baby, this the family tree. Like class dismissed, but the vibe still running. FBA in the function. We the culture, they the copy, keep it coming. to stand up. Tar Heel State. What up from the tailgate to the turn up? Let's go.
From the mountains to the coast, we do the most. If you love North Carolina, let them know. If you rapping for your city, throw it high. Throw it high, throw it high, throw it high in the sky.
Queen City,
Bull City, Faye in the back, Greenville, we on the map. If you from the 252 to the 910, let them know.
Step in the spot, smelling like the cookout plate. Hush puppies in the air, you could taste that steak. Got my ones on red dirt, fresh white tee. She from Raleigh, but she dance like she from the Queen City. Tar on my heels, got the whole flow sticky. Camo hat, been low, chain sitting pretty. Shouted with the gold grill, talking real slick. She say, where you from, boy? I say, born in the 6. I'm talking Fayetteville, soldier in my bloodline. Still with the highway, just to watch that sunrise. Slide to the Cap City, top down loud. Every exit, every back row, feeling like a home crowd.
From the mountains to the coast, we do the most.
Do the most.
If you love North Carolina, let them know.
Let them know.
If you rapping for your city, throw it high.
Throw it high.
Throw it high, throw it high in the sky. Queen City, Bull City, Faye in the back, Greenville, we on the map. If you from the 336 to the 919, one more time. I'm that Carolina peach with the hot sauce twist. Curves like them back roads, can't miss this. Came up on the porch like house pack bass up. Now I'm in the club, same vibe, same love. Got my girls from Durham, got my girls from Gastonia. We don't chase, we attract, they come over us. Tattoo on my side, say east side raised, but I still hit boom just to feel that haze. Beach hair salty, sundress, wavy. Still make it country and designer, baby. Whisper in his ear where your people stay. He sit down by the pier, I said we both NC made.
Carolina.
If you from the west side, hands up.
Hands up.
If you from the east side, stand up.
Stand up.
If you from the middle, go crazy. Carolina born, Carolina raised me.
Cook out in the yard, in the club till 2. Same folks, same fam, just a different view. If you proud of your roots, let the world all see. On 3, everybody scream NC.
From the mountains to the coast, we do the most.
Hey.
If you love North Carolina, let them know.
Let them know.
If you rapping for your city, throw it high.
Throw it high.
Throw it high, throw it high in the sky. Queen City, Bull City, Faye in the back, Greenville, we on the map. If you from the 252 to the 910,
NC. Let them know.
from the mountains to the coast, we do the most. Do the most. If you love North Carolina, let them know. Carolina. If you rapping for your city, throw it high. Throw it high, throw it high in the sky.
Let's get into it.
Keep us locked on your radio dial. Keep it locked.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce, and you listening to my station.
This is 300 Radio.
Yeah. Vacation miss. Welcome to the hood. Turn that up. Turn that up. I'm that one, that chick, that problem. Walk in, whole club getting louder. Nails done, big bag, move solid. But I still pop over you, crowder. Lashes long, bang, roll fatter. Talk slick, get flipped like a mattress. Cute face, real rude with the manners. Little waist, big talk, big standards. Hood approve. Hey, if you ratchet, that's the move. Hands on knees, let it loose. Make it clap in the hood for the crew. Hood approve. Yeah, if you bad, act a fool. Throw it back, don't be cute. Make it shake in the hood for the crew. Hey, shot in my hand, I ain't babysitting. Thighs so thick, whole room go missing. He like, please, I like run me digits. If the cash ain't right, boy, keep your distance. I'm outside, the edges lay, no stress. Block hot, but the body stay fresh. Talk big, but they pockets say less. I'm the reason your man lose breath. Hood approve. Whoa. If you ratchet, that's the move. Hands on knees, let it loose. Make it clap in the hood for the crew. Hood approve. Hey, if you bad, act a fool. Throw it back, don't be cute. Make it shake in the hood for the crew. Shake. Left cheek, right cheek, overtime. rewind. If you broke, step back, fall in line. If you pay, throw it up one time. For the show, for the block, for the gang. For the girls in the back going insane. If you hood, if you real, say the name. The Keisha got the whole world in flames. Hood approve, hood approve, hood approve. If you ratchet, that's the move, that's the move, that's the move. Hands on knees, let it loose, let it loose. Make it clap in the hood for the crew, for the crew, for the crew. Hood approve, hood approve, hood approve. If you bad, act a fool, act a fool, act a fool. Throw it back, don't be cute, don't be cute. Make it shake in the hood for the crew. Go crazy. Windows down, hair out. Turn it out, turn it out, turn it out. Ay. Bad black queens in the trunk, in the trunk. Whole block shake when we stun, when we stun. Pretty face, thick waist, what you want, what you want. If you got it, better say it from the front, from the front. Bad black queens in the trunk, yeah we up. Whole clique fine as a flood.
Hey man, if you feel that freedom, let it ride, let it ride. Oh yeah. If you found that laughter, let it fly, let it fly. From the east side love to the west side pride, we still here, we still shine. Sweet Georgia summer, we gon' be alright. Laughing on the corner till we lose that time. Hands up together, feeling so alive. Free in the heat of an ATL night. Sweet Georgia summer, play that song again. Everybody family, everybody friend. Holding this moment like it won't end. Sweet Georgia summer, saying amen, amen, amen. Say amen, say amen. Say amen, say amen, say amen. Sweet Georgia summer, do it all again.
Causing pandemonium in the street. In the street.
City to city, coast to coast.
It's the one and only 300 Radio. 300 Radio. 300 Radio.
Hey! NC! Stand up! From the peaks to the pit! We here! Hey! Tar Heel turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel turn up,
Dance in your lane. Whole stage jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through.
Western side, where my riders at. Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Booming bar, boom, girls cold like that, but the party so high, made the breath blow bad. Queen City drip on my 704 fiends. Skirt on train, paint still clean. Hornets on the head, buzz in the scene. Whole squad lit, red, white, blue, green. Bull City swing when we swerve on the loop. Durham in the cook, got the soul in the roof. Spin through Raleigh, I'm awake in the boot pack. So loud, whole lot of wolf in the youth. Slide to the Ville, I'm on point like the hills. Chapel Hill, chill with the gang they feel. Wherever I go, they know what real. Cause the tag say NC stamp. Tar Heel turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. That right, that right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do?
Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole stage jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through.
It's the queen on the mic from the coast on up. Got sand in my shoes and I still glow up. Woman 10 ways, I was raised on the docks. Now I'm lit in the city, got the crew on lock. Jacksonville fade, that's my fam in the field. Soldiers in hustle with a heart so real. 252 in the house for the thrill. Greenville grind, we don't sit, we build. Roseboro slide in the parking lot. Rockin' Mount to make the whole block rock. I rep every back road, every small spot. If you never left home, you're already on top. So put your hood in the air one time. Scream out your zip when the bass gon' climb. We all one state when the stars align. Carolina in the flesh, watch the whole place shine. Hands up, both sides of the map. If you love where you at, better shout on the track. From the first little town on the back road map to the big brick blocks where the crowd go mad. This our song, we claimed it. Hit the gas on the way, let it bang in the hatch. Every lane, every light, every sign we pass. Got the whole world knowing where we at. Tar Heel turn up, Tar Heel, Tar Heel turn up. Hands to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Head right. From the mountains to the middle, to the top, so blue. If you from that in that sea, what it do? Tie heel turn up, hey. Dance in your lane. Hey. Whole stage jumping when they shout our name. Hey. If you're from that in that sea, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through. If you love your block, say yeah. Hey. Hey. If you love your state, say yeah. Hey. Hey. If you ride with the squad and you never back down, man, turn and spin till it shake your town. Hey. Say yeah. See, hey yeah. From the hills to the sand with a nice day.
Scott, turn me up just a little, just a little. Walk in, whole room tilt. Big step, make the flow feel guilt. Eyes on me like bills on rent. Say my name, that's time well spent. I talk, they quote it in group chats. Every word laying heavy like boot tracks. They try to be me, that's a cute act. But I'm truth, that's facts on facts. Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. When I speak, whole place go off. Hands up high when the boss says so. Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. If I say jump, then the crowd gon' float. Every ear locked in when I clear my throat. I don't chase trends, they jog to me. I don't need luck, that's all routine. Voice on me, make the beat say please. I sneeze on the track, that's classic the breeze. Club on freeze when I lift one brow. DJ pause when I talk too loud. I'm the rumor that turned to a rule. If I stand in the back, that's still my room. Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. When I speak, whole place go off. Hands up high when the boss says so. Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. If I say jump, then the crowd gon' float. Every ear locked in when I clear my throat. Yeah, whole club lean when I say lean left. Whole club swing when I say swing right. If I say slow, they gon' slow that step. If I say go, they gon' dance all night. I'm the word in they caption. I'm the spark, I'm the action. If I whisper, that's still impact. Every head turn quick like, who said that? Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. When I speak, whole place go off. Hands up high when the boss says so. Talk that L talk. Move that L walk. If I say jump, then the crowd gon' float. Every ear locked in when I clear my throat. L. Scott. Hey, from the 828 to the 252. Hey, 910 on 9192. Hey, if you from that North Sea, let me hear that North Sea. Woo! Throw your hands up, this that North Carolina. From the mountains to the waves, we behind you. Tar Heel turn up, whole state on fire. If you reppin' NC, take it higher, higher. Carolina step, Carolina slide. Hit the floor, let your hometown ride. Say North, North, North
Carolina, we go.
That's North Carolina. I'm from that hill state, chill state, still great. Cookout tray, sweet tea and a big styro shake. Panthers jersey, face sharp. Feeling brand new, tar blue, wolf red, whole squad came through. 82 weight where the clouds kiss dirt roads. Blue reviews in my veins when the beat grows. Down the slow, we don't fold, we just go. Car lot, pack bass hit, let the block glow. I said one time for the Queen City, 2 times for the Bulls so gritty. 3 for the Ville, for the Faith, for the Greens. Whole map lit up when we step on the scene. Turn up, throw your hands up. This that North Carolina. From the mountains to the waves, we behind you. Tar Heel turn up, whole state on fire. If you reppin' NC, take it higher, higher. Carolina step, Carolina slide. Hit the floor, let your hometown ride. Say North, North, North
Carolina, here we go.
That's North Carolina.
I'm the 2-5 queen, go hoops, big. Big talk, heels click, nails lit when I hit the sidewalk. From the Ville to the coast, I'm a problem. Outer Banks breeze in my hair, can't stop her. 252 with the fishing boat swinging. 919 with a cheer squad singing. 919, every line keeps stinging. Whole crowd jump when a Carolina girl bring it. Run it up if you're proud of your zip code. Rep your block, every city, every back row. From the field to the stage, yeah, we that bold. If you're from North Sea, let the world know.
Throw your hands up, this that North Carolina. From the mountains to the waves, we Tar Heel turn up, whole state on fire. If you reppin' NC, take it higher, higher. Carolina step, Carolina slide. Hit the floor, let your hometown rise. Say north, north, north.
Carolina.
We go high. That's North Carolina.
Where you from? Say it loud. Hit that dance. Move that crowd. From that dirt red clay to the ocean spray. We don't play, make the whole club sway.
Whoa. Throw your hands up. This that North Carolina. From the mountains to the waves, we behind you. Tar Heel turn up, whole state on fire. If you reppin' NC, take it higher, higher. Carolina step, Carolina slide. High. Hit the floor, let your hometown rise. Say north, north, north.
Carolina.
We go high. That's North Carolina.
Hands up for the North Sea. 1, 2 times the city. From the hills to the tide, it's our life. Carolina in the club all night.
Carolina. Carolina.
We've got old school.
Old school.
And we've got new school.
Always plays the new music first right here.
It's 300 Radio.
Turn me up.
Turn a whole sidewalk to a runway. Everything they chasing, we still here. We still shining. Turn it up. Grandma hands on the choir pew. Gold tooth, grand Sunday suit, still cool. Granddad clocked in on that factory floor. Dreams in his lunch pail, kick down doors. Black boy magic, fresh line, white tee. Whole world copy how we talk, how we lean. Turn pain into paintings, blocked in the stage. Taught the planet what to feel, how to blaze. We been the way, we been the flame. From the chain to the throne, say our name. We are the sound, the style, the slang. Whole world moves when our heartbeat bang. We been the way, everything they chasing, we already made. We already made. Big mama vinyls in the milk crate stack. Voices from the struggle put the future on track. From field songs humming through the thick night air to sold out shows, every fist up there. Break, stage, change, fits it right. Turn a whole sidewalk to a runway flight. Every area, every lane, we break that mold. Turn blue notes, trap flows into solid gold. We been the wave, we been the wave, we been the flame, we been the flame. From the chain to the throne, say our name. We are the sound, the style, the slang. Whole world moves when our heartbeat bang. We been the wave, we been the wave. Everything they chasing, we already made. We already made. From Moses on the bus to the first black crash. From the kids on the corner to the college grad. From the march in the rain to the charts we smash. Same blood, same drum, same diamond in the ass. Say black and mean royalty. Say black and mean history. Say black and the world move free. Say that's me, that's me, that's me. We been the way, we been the way, we been the flame, we been the flame. From the chain to the throne, say our name. We are the sound, the style, the slang. The world moves when our heartbeat bang. We been the way, we been the way. Everything they chasing, we already made. We already made. Brown skin in the sun, the source day one. They can try, but they can't take our crown. We are the culture, they just catching up now. And see, stand up. From the peaks to the bay, to the pier. We hey. Tar Heel turn up. Hands to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind, that right. From the mountains to the middle, to the middle, to the tide so blue. If you from that in that sea, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that in that sea, let them know that you throw your town in the air. Come through, come through, come through, come through. Western side where my riders at. Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Booney boys, boom girls cold like that. But the party so high, make the bread blow back. Queen City drip, I'm a 704 fiend. Skirt on trying, paint still clean. Hornets on the hat, buzz in the scene. Whole squad lit, red, white, blue, green. Bull City swing when we swerve on the loop. Durham in the cut, got the soul in the roots. Spin through rally, I'm awake in the booth. Pack so loud, like a wolf in the youth. Slide to the bill, I'm on point like the hills. Chopper Hill, chill with the game they feel. Wherever I go, they know what's real. Cause the tag say NC stamp on wheel. Turn up. Hands to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind, that's right. From the mountains to the middle, to the middle, to the tide so blue. If you from that in that sea, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that in that sea, Tar Heel turn up.
Can you scream that? Whoa, ass it.
Together, since you can have sex, not on my level ever. You'll never be this clever. I'm riding round, bumping heavy metal, red bottles, red carpets, grandiose, rose.